expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect?
Welcome to the east side. We don't wait for doors of opportunity, we just wait on when we gotta kick them in. Decatur, Georgia, or a den of thieves. Hidden leaves just to feed the village. Hidden leaves make them feel like ninjas. Niggas always keep the metal tucked till you run up, get your face cut. Got your brukins on the back end. Know too many niggas trapped. They be stuck in genjutsu. They see the world from a different view. Shadow clones cause they silhouettes. Hard to point out when they robbing you. You never know what be inside of you. You never know who you be talking to. Till it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Black as shadows in the nighttime. They don't wait on nothing but the right time. He ain't come around the corner. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad but this is normal around this town. I've been crying for my niggas found. I've been praying for my niggas down. Always looking for some progress. Try a nigga, he gon' regress. Locked and loaded, that nigga ready. Turn your brains into a red spaghetti. I be looking for God here. Hopefully see that I'm trying here. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Tell them my niggas before you write them off.
They say, Vic, don't you move on that side, boy. Both the crime rate and junkies stay high, boy. Scary niggas, they ain't see my vision. Now they see it, they want them to convoy. Stop by the corner store, know that it's kissing. Then let them watch windows pump gas for a bag of chill shot with the water. But no, they got size, I don't need no patchouli. I just want water. Star bitch with my brothers like Pops and Earl. We gon' turn Keller Road right into a Melrose. I might turn Wesley Cal to a motherfucking church. And they got them my people and teach them their worth. I don't need no appraiser, I'm knowing the worth of my property. They just sold out the cap, always a lot in the world. And I'm winning it all like construction on this side. I'm taking my time, now it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Up as fuck, no I'm writing rhymes. Late night, not an early morning like an alchemist. I'm turning into something. Shots fired, that's your nigga down. Sad, but it's normal around this town. Cause I'm calling, say you beat the charge. He can't wait to come back around. Other cousin call, he almost out. Say he heard prices went back up. I confirm they gassed up. Told him chill, though, cause we next up. People be looking for God here. My job is to teach them look in themselves. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Spitting for the ones they breaking off.
Who did you expect?
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty, don't put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I be. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, this shit like a prison escape. Everybody steppers with fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture, blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Codes automatic when aiming with the boy in the status of stadium.
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had been from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Ay. Big as the Super Bowl. Why the that girl on her phone, G. Never paid attention to the room or the homie. She just missed another opportunity, And I know that she lonely with no company, She's so busy reading text, she ain't even read the room, yeah. Always sending texts like I just want myself a little boo, yeah. I think I just went stupid, hit by Cupid. The arrow hit my heart, I hope she noticed, gotta read the room, yeah. Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Trying to talk to you is honestly so fucking strange. Trying to find a way to drove my brain to be deranged. I would've never thought I'd have this kind of issue. I couldn't connect with you inside of the same room. I know you feel me, at least I think you do. It's hard to tell, I cannot read the room. You seem to be unfazed, that's what you supposed to do. You seem so confused, baby, why won't you learn to read the room? I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
I'll show you how to read the room, baby. Say you faded off that drink, I hit the road in Zoom, baby. Project nigga section 8, I never had a spoon, baby. She says it's rated, this movie coming soon, baby. No, I ain't worried about your boyfriend, he ain't like that. See me, it's on sight about that pussy, he gon' fight back. He gon' risk his life, I beat him up like go down my path. But your bitch want me, so it ain't my fault that you tried that. Oh yeah.
Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Boy, I ain't playing no games. No, boy, I ain't playing no games. Yeah, don't nobody know about the late night, early mornings with no sleep. Don't nobody know about the low time we ain't really had nothing to eat. Don't nobody know about the time we had to ride around without tank on E. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know about the ground that it took. Don't nobody know how many times we put ourselves out there and got overlooked. Don't nobody know our pockets was low. Don't nobody know they think what they know. Don't nobody got love for a man, especially when a man hitting it low. Everybody got words of wisdom. Who putting in the work though? Everybody wanna get a trophy, but you ain't make it to the ship though. Better stick to your sailboat. I know you love to ride a wave. I see you really love to follow. Trendsetters over here though. Whoa, everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played. 2K, pat me the pressure, I handle the rock. Stay on the ground till I shoot to the top. Harder than lava, I fire the op. Stay back and shoot, my heart is just hard. I don't miss nothing, my shot can't get blocked. Bust in my face like I'm Curry on God. My mentality win at all costs. Snakes in the grass, had to cut a few off. Keep my head low, my focus is pivotal. Confidence is key, don't let haters get to you. Critics always wanna say something negative. I can't mind them, I know that I'm better than them. I just know I gotta grind for my team. Take the title home and be MVP. Once I do, I'ma show on the king. Finger to the left, so quiet my demons. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played.
It's Monday. It's Monday. Most of us are back at the work week. Some of us work on the weekends, but either way, we all here. T.O., what up? Hey, Cree, Chicago Really. I will say it for you, my friend, because they don't seem to know where it goes. Concentration, accumulation, diversification. That's the motto. People going to have to learn that. Since we're speaking about business women and the powers that they hold, that actually makes sense. Nah, Tone, you got more than enough water. I seen you. I'm down a couple cases right now. I'm gonna get there though. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. When you work for like major banks, right? What they do is you can just order a whole bunch of water on their dime. Do you know how much water I drink at work? And listen, we order the very best water that they can because they just gonna write it off anyway. It's necessary for the team to function. So we order all the best water. So I have water all throughout my day at work, at home, water. Okay. So either way, I'm having, and shout out to Rilla, please, brother, please get that concept through people's minds because this whole 7, 8, 9, 10 streams of income, it's not properly expressed. And so people take the wrong information and they go about the process incorrectly, in my opinion. I think if they actually studied it more and look at the people that's done it before, they would realize that they get successful in one business and done so well, they try another business. So conceptually, hopefully it helps people out. All right. How are y'all doing today? Is everybody in a good mood? I hope so. Okay. Cree is here. Look, everybody's in the building today. Mondays, I have been missing a lot of Mondays because my time has been just messed up. All right. But the good news is we got a lot of movement on the team, but we getting more team members in. So it's a lot of good things happening. So hopefully within the next month, my schedule will die down just a little bit. All right. And then it will be a little bit more predictive. And then I'll be able, hey, Kazi, then I'll be able to be a little bit more consistent. Until then, we just gonna have some fun. Why are we here today? Whoa. Where are my manners? I apologize. The lovely Miss Lauren Mack. Okay, Miss Lauren Mack was the sponsor of the last show, which was a pretty dope show for y'all who got to watch the stream. We had a lot of fun, and the ones that missed it, if y'all part of the members, y'all can go back and watch it. All right. So shout out to Miss Lauren Mack. She's not here right now because she's a pretty busy woman, but shout out to her. Now, I'm going to tell you why I have to have this conversation because it's actually important. We've kind of talked about it in some ways, but I haven't actually found a person actually describe their gripes lucidly, right? And I actually found somebody who actually expressed it well. And I said, you know what? I've always said it don't make sense. Make it make sense. What are your gripes? What are your complaints? And I found a video of this lovely lady who's been on my pet. She's blessing. She's made my channel before. And I thought she did a really, really good job at expressing her point really, really well. But also it opened the door to some other ways of thinking that I don't think we've actually thought about enough. And I think we're going to today. So I'm not going to hold you guys hostages. I'm going to get right into the content. We're going to get right into the breakdowns like we always do. Okay. And everybody, once again, my notifications don't work. So everybody's going to be late showing up. It is what it is. People that are here, I focus on what's in front of me. So really, the other thing we're going to tell them, because I got a clip of LeBron that we're going to play today, which is perfect for this conversation, which is keep the main thing. If you are an electrician, but you like to make donuts on the side, the first thing comes is you an electrician. Keep the main thing. If you have to decide, hey, do I want to take this electrician job or do I want to make these donuts on the side? Priority is the main thing. The main thing is the main thing. Never forget how you got to where you are. The focus is necessary, right? Keep the main thing the main thing. So listen, so many jewels we be dropping in these shows, I'm telling you. But only the ones who understand are going to get it, all right? Now, it took me a minute to find everything, guys, because let's just be honest. I literally have a 40-minute window, 45-minute window from work to YouTube. I don't have a lot of time. And I'm consistently working throughout the day. I don't have a lot of downtime. So I don't have like all my video clips set up. So that's why y'all be seeing me struggle streaming. I just make it look good. I just make this struggle streaming look real good. Okay. Shout out to my brother Shadow Dragon TV says the water fund is here. Shout out to you, brother. Listen, Fatty can't have the water fund. Next stream, next stream, I got something for him. Next stream, I got something for him. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. I got something for him. He think he's slick. We gonna get him. We gonna get that man. Don't even worry about it. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for supporting the water fund. It is one of the very few habits that I have in life. OTO, don't worry. I'm gonna get him. Watch. You're gonna see. You're gonna see it. But it's one of the very few true desires that I have that actually makes me happy. Because I don't really focus much on happiness, but when I get some water, especially water changes my life. I must be the easiest guy to make happy. We go to the restaurant, the tab stays really low because I don't order drinks. Y'all know how y'all have your friends. What you want? They order something on the rocks or Moscato. I don't even know what they be drinking because I don't drink. I just give them that eye because when I go out with my friends, a lot of them are women, let's be honest, and they make good money. So I don't really be tripping, but they be ordering all the expensive stuff, and I'll be there like, just give me some water. But luckily that they do well. And so, this is the thing I want to tell the men. Don't let these other guys convince y'all not to have female friends. It's a bad idea. Female friends are phenomenal. They are dope. Because you have a much better chance of getting your female friend to pay for all the food than you got of getting her to do it if you're her man. And as crazy as that sounds, it's the truth. Listen to these women. Now, my man got to be a provider. But her best friend, I got him. Her best friend, I'll pay for that best friend. And as a guy, you don't mind picking up the tab here and there anyway. You a guy, you used to doing it anyway. So listen to me. I'm telling y'all, don't y'all run off y'all female friends. Don't y'all do it. Don't y'all run off y'all female friends. Y'all going to be missing out. I'm not going to run off my female friends. Except, I'm not going to lie. Except the ones, man, they keep inviting me to these weddings. I don't want to go to no more weddings. I don't, but I'm about to get invited to another one. I already know what's happening. I'm about to get invited to another one because one of my friends, she texted me and she said, what was your address again? And I know what that means. That means you're going to send me one of those you got to show up invitations that I just got to deal with, okay? Shout out to the lovely Cree. Shout out to the lovely Cree. She gifted one. Hold on. I didn't go to college. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 memberships.
Gang.
Who says you need to go to college to count on your fingers? 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Cree. Thank you, Cree. I appreciate you. But yeah, I know I'm gonna have to go. Not looking forward to it, but I gotta look forward to it. Okay, don't let her watch the show. But this is what we're gonna discuss today because I was actually impressed by the take that she had and how she expressed it, and I really, really want to break it down so there's some understanding to it. Okay, because it goes around and around. Hey, Callie Bev, it goes around and around, but I'm gonna tap into it. It's me. It's what I do. And I'm going to dive right into it. I'm not going to hold y'all up the whole time. I'm just going to play a couple clips and we're going to get into the main thing, all right? Let me see if I can find it, though. I seen this video, too. Yes. I seen this video. And this is what I heard. This is what I heard, guys. You guys take a listen and let me know if y'all hear the same thing.
I see a lot of like discourse on social media about young women being like, oh, old women are so bitter and all this, and like so jealous and all this. And I think the
We're not
biggest,
jealous.
but also the biggest lie and the biggest mess up that patriarchy has done to young women is to make young women think old women are bitter when they give us valuable advice. Right?
Absolutely.
And I'm like, no, they've literally lived our lives. Listen. But the patriarchy's convinced young women that older women are bitter. And then men can do their bullshit on young women. And I'm always like, no, I will always listen to an older woman.
You are wise beyond your years.
I see a lot of.
Y'all hear that? Patriarchy has convinced the women to not listen to older, bitter women because older, bitter women know the truth and they trying to look out for younger women. Not compete with them, not get the same men that they want. Okay. So you will always listen to an older woman. And it's the patriarchy that convinced you of this, huh? Okay. I'm gonna have to take her word for it. It's this bunch of these guys lying to these women, convincing them that these older women are bitter. So the guys are wrong. The guys are clearly wrong. And we need to listen to the non-bitter people. Fair enough. I accept that answer. I actually do, right? So let's see how listening to the non-bitter women giving advice to their friends tends to work out. If you think that the advice given to younger women is going to be much better, let's play it out. Let's see how it goes.
They'd been married like 5 or 6 years. And he found out his wife had a to-go bag, like with cash, all this stuff, and found out she had a to-go bag. And she's like, well, just in case.
Just in
like,
case of
I don't
what?
know. Like, I don't know. People can turn out to be crazy. And he's like, what are we talking about? And like, he was like, I'm so confused. Like, have I ever given you a reason to have a to-go bag? She's like, no. Come to find out, she hangs around all these divorced women who are all like, hey, you should have this just in case he's probably going to cheat on you.
Because this is what happened to me, so it's probably going to happen to you.
Yeah, and so they scared her into having a to-go bag. Now he's all pissed off. The wife was just like, no, I'm not going to have it. I will keep my to-go bag because you never know.
Yeah.
And then it's just a level of trust there.
Perfect example of how important your circle is and the circle of friends that you have.
They've been married like...
That makes sense. You got the perfect advice from these non-bitter divorced women. You got the perfect advice. Sounds good to me, guys. See? We know whose fault it is. We absolutely know whose fault it is. Okay? Let's work, okay? Let's make sure we put the work in today. We're going to push through quickly, okay? I've been hearing a lot about equality and equity, right? What is the big difference, or how women have been saying that they don't want the equality no more. They want equity, right? Pay attention. Pay attention. Equity, right? This is what she means by equity. Forget the equality, guys. They want equity.
I don't believe in equality. I believe in equity. And there's a huge difference.
What's the difference?
Equality is you and me, we're dating. You make $500,000 a year. I make $50,000 a year. We go 50-50 on our rent on our apartment. It's equal. It's not fair. Whereas equity is if you and I are dating, you make $500,000, I make $50,000, and you pay for most of the rent and I pay for my portion. and it is prorated based on how much we make, because it is then a comparable burden on our financial situations. It's the same percentage of your income as it is for me. I don't believe in equality. I believe in equity. And there's a huge difference.
What's the difference?
Equality is you and me, we're dating. You make $500,000 a year. I make $50,000 a year. We go 50-50 on our rent on our apartment. It's equal. It's not fair. Whereas equity is if you and I are dating, you make $500,000, I make $50,000, and you pay for most of the rent and I pay for my portion. And it is prorated based on how much we make, because it is then a comparable burden on our financial situations. It's the same percentage of your income as it is for me. I don't.
You hear that? How's that sound? Do you guys believe that? Do you guys really, really believe that? But that's what they're saying. I just want you to listen to the mindset, the perspective, and the ideologies that goes from equality to nah. Because when the guys are like, look, I'm getting money, but you got to spend your money too. It's fair. They don't fair. No, we don't like that. We want our portion, right? I want to play a portion of the bills. This is how we convert portions, by using the term equity. So slick, but fair. You may have that, right? I just want you to get an understanding of the mindset of things, right? And then we're going to dive into, because it's not going to be a super long show, okay? Don't even worry about it. I'm going to get in, boom, 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 knock the points out, and it's Monday, all right? I'm not going to stress you out today. It won't be no stress today, just point by point by point, okay? Now, I did see this one too. Did you guys hear this? I heard this. I was like, is this true?
Are men becoming the new gold diggers?
Yes, women are getting more higher jobs, higher career paths, higher things in a quicker pace, and are more focused.
We're stepping out. We're becoming more independent. We're, like you said, we're doing more stuff. They can't keep up.
Yeah, they didn't come up with the term homosexual.
It's easy for a man to be in a gold digging space when women are the entrepreneurs. They have the money, but what they're looking for is love. I'm consuming so much of other people's thoughts. I don't even know what the hell I'm thinking anymore.
She said, don't be mature when you're 30, toxic in your 20s. Get it out.
I'm 24, so I kind of understand what she mean a little bit. Live your life.
Yeah, because
YOLO. And I hate to cut you off, but I'm like truly disgusted.
A lot of these new artists, they're plants.
Are men the new gold diggers? Are they the new gold diggers? Well, I'll say this. I don't think they are. I think men are more understanding than they ever have been. I think men are more understanding than they ever have been. Okay. You know what I used to hear? Nadish, what up? You know what I used to hear? I've heard a lot of people say this. Just because you not intimidated by these high earning, powerful women, don't mean these other men aren't. And you know me, I challenged. I said, you know what? Maybe they right. I'm not intimidated. I don't care. Don't bother me at all. But maybe they got a point. Maybe these guys are intimidated. That's what I was thinking. Oh, maybe these men are intimidated because these women making all this money, and it's obviously got to be something. Maybe it's true. But of course, you know me. I go to the drawing board and I challenge things. And I say, let me play this out. Let me play this out. Now, before, like, man, I'm telling you, I want y'all to understand, me personally, if you a high power, high earning woman, I don't mind. If you a high power, high earning woman, this guy right here, I don't mind.
Shawty, I don't mind.
What?
If he buys you a drink, can you ask for some wings? Shawty, I don't mind.
Okay.
If you sell pics of your feet, get that OnlyFans money. Let's share that money. Or money. Yeah, I know how guys think. Let me fix that lighting. Let's get that money, money, money. On money, money, money. You should work overtime, long as you share with me. Girl, I don't mind. Shawty, I don't mind.
What?
If he buys you a drink, can you ask for some wings? Shawty, I don't mind.
Okay.
If you sell pics of your feet, get that OnlyFans money. Let's share that money, money, money. On money, money, money. Yeah, I know how guys think.
I don't mind.
Let me fix that lighting.
I got your lighting.
Let's get that money, money, money. On money, money, money. You should work overtime, long as you share with me. Girl, I don't mind.
See? I don't mind. I don't mind at all. If you want to get that money, go and get that money, okay? I don't mind at all. I'm not one of those people that's going to mind that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be extremely supportive. I am going to be extremely supportive. Now, the truth. Now, you guys ready? You guys ready? Callie Bev, don't make me time you out. Here it is just for you guys. This is a video, right, that I thought she did an excellent job at laying the points to actually combat the perspective, right? When you hear it, you must acknowledge she actually did a really good job. This would spark this conversation from me today. This video right here. I want you to listen.
Here's the thing that blows my mind. Men understand. They understand what it means to be a woman in the workforce and to have children. They understand the implications. They understand that when a woman takes maternity leave, she is going to go backwards in her career. They understand that women are going to get passed up for promotions simply because they have kids. They understand that if somebody finds out a woman has kids, she's not going to get job offers that she might have got before she had kids. They understand that. They pretend they don't. When women bring up the wage gap, they say that doesn't exist. When women bring up the motherhood penalty, they say, oh, please, come on, that's not real. But they do know, because when we ask them to participate in their homes, to take paternity leave, to take sick time to care for their kids, they go, no, 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 I couldn't. It will impact my career. It always impacts your career. So they know it impacts their career. They are just not willing to take the career hit to be parents. But when women bring this up, they say, you know what you were getting into. You chose to be a mother. You chose this path. You can't have everything all at once. You are either a mother or you're in your career, but both can't be excelling at the same time. So you pick. But men do pick. Men pick their careers oftentimes. Not all men, of course not all men, but these kinds of guys, they pick their careers and they know it. They know it. And they're not willing to bear the burden that women do.
Now, I want you guys to understand that is a phenomenally well expressed point. She actually did really, really good. She made it clear. She gave the comparisons. She actually made it very easy to understand. This is one of the first time I've heard women really lay that out. She actually has a point. She has a point. But her point needs to be expounded on, and this is why I'm here. This is why I do what I do. Because one, I want to acknowledge she has a point. Which comment are you looking for, Callie? Oh, what it says? Oh, you ain't gonna be able to read. Let me see if you talk about what the person said. This is what they said to her. Are you serious? How can you honestly say how? For many, it doesn't. 90% of husbands are the primary financial providers in families. Paternity leave is not one-to-one, and it always impacts your career growth. That is the comment she's responding to. So I'm going to play it again. Shout out to my guy T Leaves, what up? So that you guys can hear that she actually laid point by point out She gave the clear understanding that men know that it impacts their careers. She's absolutely right. So I'm going to play it again so you guys know she's right. What she said.
Here's the thing that blows my mind. Men understand. They understand what it means to be a woman in the workforce and to have children. They understand the implications. They understand that when a woman takes maternity leave, she is going to go backwards in her career. They understand that women are going to get passed up for promotions simply because they have kids. They understand that if somebody finds out a woman has kids, she's not going to get job offers that she might have got before she had kids. They understand that. They pretend they don't. When women bring up the wage gap, they say that doesn't exist. When women bring up the motherhood penalty, they say, oh, please, come on, that's not real. But they do know, because when we ask them to participate in their homes, to take paternity leave, to take sick time to care for their kids, they go, no, 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 I couldn't. It will impact my career. It always impacts your career. So they know it impacts their career. They are just not willing to take the career hit to be parents. But when women bring this up, they say, you know what you were getting into. You chose to be a mother. You chose this path. You can't have everything all at once. You are either a mother or you're in your career, but both can't be excelling at the same time. So you pick. But men do pick. Men pick their careers oftentimes. Not all men, of course not all men, but these kinds of guys, they pick their careers and they know it. They know it. And they are not willing to bear the burden that women do. Here's the thing.
She's right. I can't take that away from her. Very well expressed point. I think. I don't know. I guess I must have lost that video. Oh well. Happens. Yeah. Sucks. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. I think I might can find it. Hold on.
After sacrifice.
Yeah, there we go. I found it. One moment. I have to get it over.
After sacrifice and love.
There we go. There we go. One moment. I have to pull it up for you guys, because I want you guys to truly, truly understand. While her points are accurate, her points make a lot of sense. This is the point that she's missing, right? And this actually goes in. This is why. Oh, hey, Venus. So I wanted to play this video from her because I wanted to acknowledge that it's really hard for me to find women that can actually express this point so well. So I was like, man, you know what? She did a really, really good job. It has me thinking. So now, because of that, I'm going to bring it to the table. Now, this is what she's not understanding, though, right? This is the thing when it comes to high-earning, powerful women. This is the part that people miss, right? The intimidation factor, right? Is it real? Does it exist? I don't know. I'm really not sure, but I have a thought process on it, right? Because I was listening to some things, and maybe these things will actually highlight certain things for y'all. Check this out. And the reason I don't use me is because y'all don't want to listen to me. Y'all want to listen to the experts. One of my favorite experts of the social science is Jordan B. Peterson, because he is such a well-thoughtful, such a well-spoken individual, and he makes very, very good connections. I want you to hear something very, very clear. Just listen to him. Don't listen to me. Listen to him.
Their women are very good in high school. Then they go to college. They're very good in college. They nail their damn grades. They do their studying. They get their A's and they ace their LSAT, so they're smart too. Then they go off to do their articling and they're really, really good at it. And then they get offered an associate position and they're really, really good at it. And then by the time they're 30, they make partner. And let's say they're in high pressure, high paying jobs, $250,000 a year, $300,000 a year, $500 an hour. Okay, what's your life like? You work all the time, period. 70 hours a week, 75 hours a week, flat out, and you don't get to make any mistakes. And if your client calls you at 3 a.m. on Sunday, you say, I'm really glad to hear from you, because if you don't, there's some hot law firm in New York that'll take your client from you at a moment's notice. And the client is paying you whatever, the firm, $750 an hour, of which maybe you get $350, and what they want is an answer about something really complicated right bloody now. And you can say all you want about the fact that women have a difficult time with that because it's a male-dominant patriarchy. Any female lawyer who's hit 30 and is a partner that has any sense at all knows that's complete bloody rubbish. It's market determined right to the core. What happens to the women when they're in their 30s? They all leave the high-end law firms. Why? Because who?
Listen to what he's saying. He's talking about powerful positions, powerful women, high-earning women. When they get into their 30s, they leave the law firms. But why? Why do they leave these law firms, Mr. Peterson? Please tell us.
30s. They all leave the high-end law firms. Why? Because who in their right mind would want to live like that? That's the issue, right? Once you make about $60,000 a year for your family, but let's say for you personally, additional income has zero impact on your quality of life. Zero. So why work 80 hours a week?
Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. Once you can pay your bills, basically, it has zero impact on. Listen to what he's saying.
Because who in their right mind would want to live like that? That's the issue, right? Once you make about $60,000 a year for your family, but let's say for you personally, additional income has zero impact on your quality of life. Zero. So why work 80 hours a week? Well, men will do it. Some men, very few. A handful of hyper-competitive men who are obsessed with hitting the pinnacle of the given dominance hierarchy they're in will happily work 80 hours a week, and they'll forego everything else.
I want you to pay attention to this part. This is the most important component so that women can really start to understand whether it's intimidation or if it's something else, right?
For your family, but let's say for you personally, additional income has zero impact on your quality of life. Zero. So why work 80 hours a week? Well, men will do it. Some men, very few. A handful of hyper-competitive men who are obsessed with hitting the pinnacle of the given dominance hierarchy they're in will happily work 80 hours a week, and they'll forego everything else. Relationships, family, children, way in the second category. And so those men are often very difficult to live with too, because they're so obsessed with their career. It's hard to have a relationship with them. And maybe they don't have much of a relationship with their kids, but they're damn good at what they do. And part of that is they're smart and disciplined, and they'll work nonstop all the time. It's like an obsession. And that's the sort of people who run things. Those are the people who run things. Well, they're often also disagreeable too, because you want to manage people? Really? They're not going to like you. You know, and it's not an easy thing to not be liked. And actually, if you're an agreeable person, and women are more agreeable than men, it's quite painful to be disliked. But if you're in a managerial and executive position, the probability that people are going to like you is quite low. Now, if you're a real son of a bitch, then they're going to dislike you more. But those positions are very stressful, partly because of the interpersonal dynamics, and they're also incredibly, incredibly competitive.
To get to those positions, they're incredibly, incredibly competitive. Also, you have to be extremely disagreeable. What are men talking about? I want a level of submission, right? I want some level of agreeing. I don't want to argue all the time. Well, you're a disagreeable type of person in order to be that way. So if women are naturally, or whatever you want to consider, don't even have to be natural, but if women are more agreeable and men are dealing with women that are agreeable, when you find a woman, in order to be in this space, this is very important, you're going to be disagreeable. Is that attractive? Is that attractive? Or are men just intimidating? Is it attractive or intimidating?
So the women hit that at 30 and they're completely qualified, and the law firms are bloody desperate to keep them, because it's really hard to find highly qualified people, especially once you put all that time into training them, especially if they're also good at bringing in business. The law firms trip over themselves to try to keep them. They can't. The women think, why in the world am I doing this? Why in the world would anyone in their right mind do this?
Listen to what he's saying. They know that most people in their right mind don't want to do these jobs. But women can be really, really good at these jobs. They can be phenomenal. They've proven it. So these companies are in desperate desire to keep these women Work these 80, 90 hours. Go ahead, get them. Prove you the best in the world. Get them. Desperate to keep them. What do you have to do to become this?
Especially because they're often married by that point too, and generally they've married a husband who makes as much money or more than them, so they don't need the damn money. And so they think, well, there's more to life than this, which is exactly the right thing to think. And so they go and find a job that's 9 to 5 and controllable.
Listen to that. They typically marry men that make as much money as them, and they want a 9 to 5 job that's controllable. Listen to this. That's controllable. Does that sound familiar to y'all ladies? Does that? I want the choice to work or not work. Sound like you want some controllable schedule. You don't want this heavy pull on you to show up day in, day out to be these powerful women. So, are men intimidated by these powerful women or not? You tell me. Oh, but it gets better. Oh, but it gets better, my friends. It gets better. I want you to listen to this. It gets even better. I want you to listen to this. Now, you guys, you make your own decisions, but I really want you to listen to this part, okay?
Support this with data because it's my favorite
Please,
thing to
let's
do.
do it.
One of my favorite pieces of data is on narcissism. 60 to 70% of people who are narcissists in our society are men.
60 to 70% of people that are narcissists are men. 60 to 70%. Listen to the whole video. Listen to what they say.
But there is nothing that makes men that is biological or neurological or hormonal.
There's nothing that makes men neurological, hormonal, biological this way. There's nothing
that makes men more likely to be narcissists, to be born narcissists. So in reality, an equal number of women and men are born with narcissism.
You hear what she said? So in reality, an equal number of men and women are born as narcissists.
But what happens, I believe that our culture rewards men who are narcissists. We love.
We do, of course we
They're
do.
leaders.
They're the
competent. They know
Fortune
what they're
500.
doing.
Listen to what he said. She said, I believe our society, and listen, come on, I believe our society rewards men for being narcissists. And the guy goes on and says, of course they do. Look at the Fortune 500. Look at the Fortune 500.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we do not reward women who are narcissists, right? Even if you think about some of the most famous women, the Kardashians, but like they are business women. They're very famous, very successful, but they're called vain, right? They're diminished because of their narcissism.
See? So she acknowledges that the Kardashians are actually narcissists and all these things, but society does not reward women for their narcissism. They're called vain, etc., all these different things, right? That's what she's saying. I want you to pay this key.
If that's what that is, or those traits that they exhibit. So it's really interesting how we really set
So I'm going to let you listen to it one more time all the way through so you guys can catch the correlation. All right?
support this with data because it's my favorite
Please,
thing to
let's
do.
do it.
One of my favorite pieces of data is on narcissism. 60 to 70% of people who are narcissists in our society are men. But there is nothing that makes men that is biological or neurological or hormonal that makes men more likely to be narcissists, to be born narcissists. So in reality, an equal number of women and men are born with narcissism. But what happens, I believe that our culture rewards men who are narcissists. We love.
We do, of course we
they're
do.
leaders.
They're the
competent. They know
Fortune
what they're
500.
doing. Yep.
Yeah.
And we do not reward women who are narcissists, right? Even if you think about some of the most famous women, the Kardashians, but like they are business women. They're very famous, very successful, but they're called vain, right? They're diminished because of their narcissism, if that's what that is, or those traits that they exhibit. So it's really interesting how we really set
Perhaps you guys are catching it, perhaps you're not. Hence, this is why I'm here to help you, right? This is why I'm here to help you. This here is LeBron James. Listen to what he says.
Once for a long period of time, if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get the hell out of the kitchen. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. But you have to have a discipline. To sometimes you have to sacrifice loved ones in order to be great because they don't understand. And that's okay. They don't understand what it means to, like, I am getting up every single day at 5 or 6 a.m. And when I get home after everyone leaves the gym, I'm going to take a nap. Discipline. So now you're sacrificing your loved ones because you're not spending time with them. And when I wake up, I'm probably going to train again. And then I'm going to have dinner. And then I'm going to bed. And I'm going to do that every single day.
Maybe you'll figure it out what it is, but I'll correlate it for you. Men are not intimidated by high-earning, powerful women. They're just not. The truth of the matter is a lot of those women are narcissists. Whether we like to admit it or not, there's something off about that. It's insane to want to put that level of work in. You look how we talk about the most successful people. They're willing to sacrifice time with their family to do everything to be great. That's what you have to sacrifice. So, for example, the reason women are struggling with the differences is this. You guys might not like it, but the truth is the truth. 80% of the consumer decisions are determined by women. If you don't believe me, you can get somebody else enough to say it. 80%. They control the consumer market, which means what? The very rich and powerful men that exist, they are the ones helping to make them powerful and rich. The traits that men, those 1%, 2%, 3%, the very small percentage of the world that make all this money and do really, really well, those women are highly attracted to those traits. Highly. And they're actually confused when a guy's like, gang, how come you don't want more? Don't you want more in life? And the guy's telling you, nah, I make 60, 70,000. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm good. I ain't tripping like that. And these women get frustrated. But what Jordan Peterson will tell you is that you don't get any happier when you make a certain amount of money. Everything above it don't make you happier. I'm sorry. So that's why those men are not rushing out to do all this extra stuff. But the very small amount of men that do, the traits that they exhibit, the dedication, the focus, the ambition. Notice men rarely ever ask for ambitious women, and there's the reasons for it. The traits that are attractive in those type of men, you can argue they're narcissistic traits too, actually. Women value those. Women desire those. And you look at men that say, I want to stay at home with my kids. I want to, be a stay-at-home dad. Hey, I ain't worried. You are not a real man. You need to go out and do all these things. Why aren't you ambitious? Because it takes an insane mentality to be willing to work 80, 90 hours a week and be away from your family to be that focused, to get that level of success. Elon Musk said, I'm building something here for me to sleep at work. We know what do women say? If you want a guy like this, you're probably not going to see him a lot. Men are not excited to have a woman like that. It's not intimidation. They're just not excited. Those traits are not attractive to men. And the sad part is, even though the things that those men do, spend weeks in business away from their family, etc., the one thing that they're willing to do is pay the cost to be the boss. See, they will buy their wives. They will buy their kids. They will spend the money. They will buy the maids. They will do what's necessary because, yes, they want to have a family, but what drives them, and this is why I tell you children are not necessarily your legacy. Some people will argue that that's their opinion. Mine is different. What drives them is not their children. They ain't worried about them because they got millions of dollars and they still chasing after what they chasing after. They ain't trying to hang out with their kids all day. There's something that drives them so much beyond it, but they're willing to pay. They're willing to make sure their wife is taken. They're willing to let her divorce them and take half of their money because the money ain't even just it. They're driven by something else. There's an insanity level that Jordan Peterson talks about. You have to have a level of insanity to want to do half of this stuff. So while y'all frustrated and angry at the men who don't want to do that stuff, y'all don't really understand. Y'all keep saying men are narcissistic and all these things. You guys are not doing the proper research and studying what you're actually expressing. So when you're a high earning, powerful businesswoman, you have narcissistic traits. Men don't like that. We're not intimidated. We're not upset. It's not attractive. The inverse is. And then when y'all have the money, y'all got to pay the cost to be the boss. Y'all don't want to do it. So even what he shows you, those women that go to college, study law, become some of the best lawyers around, they want to quit because they realize there's more to life than this. And they don't want to do it anymore. But the men, they're so driven. They're so, what's that word y'all love to use? Ambitious to be the best. They are willing to sacrifice family. They are. Are you? Now, see, the difference is this, right? Men still understand the importance of family. It may not be conventional family. They still understand providing for family, but they're not going to be at the games. They're still going to make sure you get a good. The question now is if you're going to be a high earning, powerful businesswoman, the difference between that is this. The men are willing to say, hey, I'll pay for this. I'll pay for this. I'm using all this money that I'm making to pay for this because I'm going to have a family still. The women are saying, I'd rather not have a family. I'd rather not have a family. I got the money. I could pay a man. He would take the opposite role. Sure, I'll pay him to do that. And if he divorced me, take half. I don't care. I'll make it back. The same arguments that we have when men be like, dang, she took half of Bill Gates' money. Bill Gates really don't care. Elon, he really don't care. Bezos really don't care. We irritated by it because we thinking, dang, if she took half my money, we'd be angry. Those men don't care. They're willing to pay the cost. They're so driven. It's different. Women are saying, I don't want no kids. I'm going to just make all this money, but I ain't about to pay no man to take that role that women have taken from those powerful men. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you're having difficulties being able to do what men do. You are not willing to pay a certain cost that men are willing to pay. And that's just the truth. If that's not what y'all saw in that video of the breakdown, I don't know what y'all was listening to. She makes a really, really good point when she says, look, men are not willing to sacrifice taking sick days to go take care of their kids and all this type of stuff. They're not. It's going to mess up their career. We trying to get it. You go do that. If you want to switch the role, you have to take the power position. That's cool. But you have to take the downside that comes with it. You have to take the perceived loss. You still got to have kids. You just got to pay the cost. Say it's intimidation. You have unattractive traits historically for men. Men have attractive traits historically for women. Y'all want that person that's driven. Women are perfectly happy saying, I want a provider, right? Even knowing the current climate that we're in. And they also smart enough to know that there's a very small amount of people that have the mentality, the drive to want to do that. And most of these women are not balancing motherhood and success. There's a few, but they're not very good mothers. And I know y'all don't really want to hear it because most kids are willing to say, well, my mom did the best she can. No, you're not very good mothers. You're not. It's just we tend to let things go for moms more than we let things go for dads, which is fine. Historically, it's been like that. It's not a big deal. But I'm just telling you, men are not intimidated by high earning, powerful women. You have unattractive, narcissistic traits. That's just the truth. That's what the numbers say, the facts say, all these type of things. But you'll try to hide behind they're intimidated or it makes them insecure. It doesn't. Jordan B. Peterson's a social science. I'm not. Listen to what he says and how he breaks it down. So the women that do quit, right? Oh, I quit. I don't want to do this. If those women quit because they are burnt out, stressed out, working 80 hours a week, what type of mentality do you have to be a woman and not quit? Think about that. What type of woman do you have to be? Oh, yeah, I quit. Yeah. If you don't quit and you work 80, 90 hours a week, what type of driven woman do you have to be to compete in that atmosphere? Do you think you're lovable? Do you think you have desirable traits for men, especially if you're not going to pay for this? Most of these men that y'all see are paying for their families, especially if they're not there. Men that work 9 to 5s are much more balanced in their family dynamics. And I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm just saying there's a cost to be paid. There's a cost to be paid. Shout out to John the Baptist says, high earning, powerful women are not intimidating. They are just too competitive and struggle to submit in marriage. Pretty much. I would agree with that. John the Baptist says, should a man be able to make a woman submit, or should she just be raised and conditioned by her parents to submit to a husband? In this day and age, they're not going to raise them that way. In this day and age, society is built up so differently. We have so much option, so much choice. Most people, men themselves, are not going to raise their daughters to be submissive or a certain way to a man, because men are raising their daughters to be competitive. Men are pushing their daughters into sports. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be. I'm saying men, competitive nature, that relationship pushes that. You know what I'm saying? It pushes that nature there. It's just true. And it is what it is. Shout out to Just Some Guy. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, Just Some Guy?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm chilling, man. I saw a really, really dope video by a lady that she really, really expressed the point pretty well, but I think she left out certain parts of why these things occur. And I had to, bring it together for people to understand.
I agree with you, brother. I think the saying we intimidated thing is just a defense mechanism to rejection that women like to use. It's kind of like when someone rejects somebody and they be like, I ain't like you anyway, or stuff like that. It's one of those kind of things where instead of just saying that maybe you're unlikable, they got to say we're intimidated. It's not that men are intimidated by high earning women. We just don't find certain behavior patterns likable. It's not an intimidation. It's a dislike. It's a disdain. But it's easier for their egos to say we don't mess with them because we're intimidated by them than simply we don't like you. Because that's more hurtful. They don't want me because they don't like my personality. They don't like me. Saying they don't want me because they're intimidated by me gives her the power. It sounds better. It makes it look like she's not the flawed one and you are because you're weak, because you're intimidated by all that she is. And it's just a Jedi mind trick that weak-minded people put on themselves just so they can maintain and cope with the reality that's laid before them, that this man you want don't want you. And you got to say he intimidated by you so you can fucking sleep at night. And that's kind of sad. Pathetic too.
Well, I actually don't think it's intentional. What I believe is what people naturally do is they see something works for somebody else, and if they do the same action, they would expect to get similar to the same outcome. So if they're like, okay, I'm doing this, men do it. Why when men do it, this happen, but when we do it, it does not happen. And so I actually don't think it's intentional. They must assume that because women are comfortable operating in that role, that when men are put in the role, it's like a newer thing for them. And women never realize that you're switching the roles, there's going to be adjustments. Women are like, nah, I don't want no adjustments. I just want the money. And that's the part they struggle. It ain't just about the money. You still have to manage the guy that's rich. He's like, oh, my wife, she ran up 40,000 on the AMX. It is what it is. And by the way, I see this stuff happen a lot. But so he paying that cost. Keep her happy. My kids is good. She's taking them to school, all these type of things. He paying the cost. When a woman is that powerful, paying that cost is like, I ain't paying for no man. So you can't have the benefits of being a powerful woman and having a family if you don't want to pay for it. Men are willing to pay. So they're struggling figuring out, why can't I? Because they don't want to pay, they'll just say, I'll take a guy who makes as much money as me, so that way I don't have to pay. And they don't realize that's conflicting. It's a conflict of interest there, because men that are that driven, they don't want somebody else that's exactly like that. They may say these things on the internet. Yeah, I want a woman that's smart and all these things. But if you actually look at these women and the men that they're with, we don't know who half these women are, and the powerful women, we don't know who none of their husbands are, none of the men that they're with.
Yeah. Can't be. It can't be two alphas in a pack. It's gonna be a president and a vice president, and the king and the queen. Now, if that woman is that top G, that man's not gonna be that top G. And if he that top G, she's not gonna be that top G. Someone got to be under the other person in some kind of degree or fashion for it to be less bullcrap, less head knocking. A-type personality might have some good intense sexual relations, but relationship itself just probably really ain't gonna last long. Because everybody a go-getter, Everybody, both of us, is assertive, aggressive, confident. It just don't work. And as far as like the intimidation factor, again, every time a man's preferences always get demonized, we just don't like it. So why something negative like being intimidated has to get attached to it? Yeah. Women preferences are usually praised. Man preferences are often demonized. I don't like a bigger woman on body shaming. I don't want a single mother. I'm weak and not a real man. I don't want a woman that's 40. If I'm 40, I can't handle a real woman. I want a fucking groom. Every time we have a preference, it's always demonized. So now we don't like masculine, over assertive, aggressive women, A-type personality trait type things. We don't like it. Not intimidated, don't like it. But it gets demonized into intimidated. It's just Jedi mind tricks again. Fellas, don't let them shame you into having your preferences, liking what you liking, not liking what you liking. Because they definitely not going to feel shame about theirs. You'll never get a 5'8" woman to feel shame for not giving a 5'5" guy a chance. You'll never get a dime feel shame for not wanting to do that made $45K. So don't feel shame for not wanting masculine women, big women with multiple kids, or anything, even wig heads. Don't feel no shame if it doesn't serve you. Straight up.
Yeah, so I think that kind of adds, because somebody in the chat said that we talk about Ebony K. Williams, not specifically, but she fits the mold, right? So she passed up on having kids because she makes really, really good money, and has disagreeable traits and things like that. And she's going around expressing these viewpoints, right? And so the only thing that, and they keep saying, I'll take a guy that make less money, right? But the difference is, see, women, I don't think they can actually turn off what attracts them to men. See, men are like, if you ain't doing nothing with it, I really don't care. Right? Whatever, you ain't doing nothing. Women seeing a guy not doing nothing, it bothers them, bothers their soul. Right? If you come home and your woman just sitting on the couch not doing nothing, you're like, whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? You sit on the couch after she come home, it burns her soul, right? And it's this false belief that men only see women as like objects and things. But if you watch how women operate, they only see men as workers or this, that. But if you really pay attention, a lot of these women have some stories of their broke dads being some of the most present men and fun men that they've ever been around. Because men have nurturing qualities that actually, when women have their fathers around, they're like, my dad is the best, because they don't think about money. Men have these qualities, except they're not often put in a position to allow those qualities to be shown as much, because most women, if they make the money or have the money, managing the personality. See, the thing when you have the money, you taking care of everybody. Oh, I don't take care of everybody. That's not a role that women want to do. Even if they have the money, they're like, I don't want to do it. And if they do it, the one thing that we can say that men do, we've seen guys, they get married 4 or 5 times. Married, divorced, rich, married. He keep doing it. If a woman, I messed with a broke guy before, it didn't work out, I'm not doing it no more, they just give up. They just give up. So they're just not going to have the ability to have the experience that guys get, because I don't think they're willing to pay the cost. I just don't think they're willing to pay the cost.
Yeah.
And I think Jordan Peterson said it best. What type of person do you have to be to want to work 80, 90 hours a week?
Crazy person with no life.
No, you have a life. You have a driven life. But the sacrifice you must make, and this is why I tell you, like, these guys, they kids fine. Like, I'm gonna just tell you, I don't know nothing about Warren Buffett kids. We don't know nothing about Elon's kids. We don't know nothing about none of these CEOs' kids, really, at all, because they not really hanging with them like that. They busy building stuff, building businesses, and this is why what I think I was watching this video, right, when I always had this conversation about the work culture, right, and he has this conversation.
Feminine traits, why are they not desirable at the top?
It's hard to say. I'm just laying out the empirical evidence. Like, we know the traits that predict success.
But we also know, because companies by and large have not been dominated by women over the centuries, we have nothing to compare it to. It's an experiment.
True, and it could be the case that if companies modified their behavior and became more feminine, that they would be successful. But there's no evidence for it. I'm not neither doubtful nor non-doubtful. There's no evidence.
So why
for
not
it.
give it a go, as the radical
Because the evidence
feminists would
suggests,
say?
well, it's fine if someone wants to start a company and make it more feminine and compassionate, let's say, and caring in its overall orientation towards its workers and towards the marketplace, then that's a perfectly reasonable experiment to run. My point is that there is no evidence that those traits predict success in the workplace.
Now, that's the part that frustrates me. I tell women all the time, go ahead and start a company. I say it, they get mad at me. Jordan B. Peterson says anybody can start a company. No pushback for him. Because that's just the truth is, from what I've saw, right, is that, and it's my opinion, women see companies ran by men and go, can I have your company? Can I be the CEO? And it frustrates me, because I'm like, you can just make your own company, but their traits don't seem into the building aspect. And that's why this whole entrepreneurial stuff is really driving me crazy. I'm like, yeah, but we using that very loosely. We using it very loosely, because a lot of people are not building stuff.
They're not using it loosely. They're using it wrong, Aaron, in most cases. You're a nice guy. They're using it wrong. I got an LLC. That doesn't make me an entrepreneur. Every little joker with a little LLC is hollering about they're an entrepreneur, but they haven't even invested enough and put into it enough to be an entrepreneur. It takes a certain level of risk and investment before just being a business owner turns to an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurs creates jobs, basically.
Exactly.
Entrepreneurs create jobs. I'm creating jobs for this person, I'm moving the economy in the most sense. But because the term is like so it can be open to a lot of different interpretations, I don't make these battles with people at all. I don't. I'm just telling you the thought process, because a lot of times women really be thinking that it really is an insecurity, right? And I'm just want them to understand that when they talk about the patriarchy, okay, patriarchy rewards men. They actually do, but who's doing the rewarding? The women are saying they like those type of men. You see what I'm like? When we say society, we really mean women. Women are saying, hey, I want to buy this Louis. Hey, I want to buy this. I want to buy these purses. I want to buy this. I want to buy. They are the consumers. We're not saying men don't buy stuff, but realistically, when women talk about, I go to a guy's bachelor pad, he don't even have no furniture. All right, that means we're not buying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have no furniture, right? So we're not really consuming to that degree, right? They are, and they are actually making some of these men the richest people in the world, and they are attracted to those type of men that they're willing to get rid of decent men because they're not ambitious enough for them, and they don't realize that that ambition comes with a price. And the fact that you get told you're less of a man because you're not ambitious, it's like women don't. This is why I say women get to studying men. If y'all just show some form, I've been studying the guys. You know what? I understand men a lot better because the women back in the day. I'm not saying y'all need to be the women back in the day. They say boys gonna be boys. We are women. We ladies. We don't act like the boys. These women these days say we can do whatever men do. That means that they don't have their own principles as women. And that, I'm just telling you, that's a little frustrating, but that's the society we live in. So, ladies, I hope you know men are not intimidated by your high earning powers. The traits that you exhibit are not attractive, and the price that you would have to pay that men pay, you don't want to pay. That is the only reason why you get a different outcome and a different experience. And that's it. That's it. No other reason besides this. Shout out to John the Baptist. I appreciate you. He says, Aaron, if parents raise and condition their daughters to be high, powerful women and then walk her down the aisle to give her away and vouches for a lie that she is worthy of marriage, should they be beaten and flogged? So the thing is, they're not intentionally trying to do that. They're trying to not see them get hurt. Their feelings hurt, see them destitute on the streets. So they're trying to give them skills that will empower them. But when you have that type of power, it's harder to manage your life. Oh, like when you start getting a little money, you start to look at people that used to ask you for something. Oh, can you buy this for me? Well, you ask me because I'm making more money now. It starts to frustrate you some. The more money you have, the more problems occur. Yes, you can pay for issues, but there's more problems now. And I think women are not used to dealing with, they're calling guys gold diggers. If you have money and it's attractive, why are they gold diggers to you? You're supposed to be, you see what I'm saying? Like they haven't done the research and studied enough. Shout out to Black Gold Moon. Says shout out to AO, just showing some support. Fatty says all the time, women are taught to do what's best for them, and the men are taught to do what's best for others. So, in a general sense, that is true. But the small men at the top are very, very selfish. They are very selfish driven, and they are willing to destroy anything that gets in their way from getting their greatness. The small women at the top, same thing. Watch the show called Billions, right? I love that show, right? Y'all saw what his wife did. Got kicked out of school, shed a dad. Like the powers that happen when you have powers as a woman, it's just the women these days, the cost to be the boss means you have to pay for a man. If you want a man to manage his life around yours, it costs. That's it.
And they don't understand it costs to be the boss, and with great power comes great responsibility. So if you're gonna pay the cost to be the boss, and now that you're in charge, you got the responsibility of all the good and the bad. And that's when they run into a problem. They want power without responsibility, and that's just not how it works. So if you the boss, you the big boss woman, you got this little fun little boy toy, he ain't got no bread. And if everything crumble, you can't look at him, even though he the man, because he didn't have crap.
So it's actually the women maintaining the patriarchy. They think it's just the men. Really, lazy men that ain't trying to work is dismantling the patriarchy. We refuse to work and be part of this system, which prevents people from making more money and going to the top. But when y'all say we'll take the jobs the guys don't work and make this money, you're continuing to fuel the patriarchy, because the ones that own the corporation and the money and the power, you're still paying those men, you're working for those companies, etc. And then what makes it worse is you believe that if a guy makes less money than you, then he's less of a man, which you're creating that patriarchal dynamic still. You cannot view men that way if you want the patriarchy to be dismantled. And that's why it's hilarious, okay? John the Baptist says, who cares what they trying to do? I'm only concerned with the outcome. Here's the thing. The outcomes I agree with, but there's no way really to change the outcomes. We're so far developed in society. We're not going to tell women that they can't have these jobs. We're not going to tell women that you can't be lawyers. You're not going to tell women that you can't be CFOs, make all this money, be power positions on the board of directors, etc. We're not going to tell them that. But honestly, women are going to have to make the adjustments. I think women see the world as, hey, men are supposed to be doing better than us just because they're men. But when they have a man that's not doing better than them, they think that's weird. No, we both human beings. You might be better at this than me, and just accept it. Don't look at me as less than, because I have this belief how women look at things. If a woman thinks she's smarter than you, then by default, she thinks you're dumb. That's how I see it. Women are only acknowledging guys that are smarter than smart as them or smarter than them. Anything less than that to them, they acknowledge you as being dumb, because you're not really supposed to be that way. So that is the struggle that I'm trying to get people to view. Like the video that I played, right? This is where it all stems from, right? This lovely lady here, right? This is where it stems from. She is the talk of the conversation.
Here's the thing that blows my mind. Men understand. They understand what it means to be a woman in the workforce and to have children. They understand the implications. They understand that when a woman takes maternity leave, she is going to go backwards in her career. They understand that women are going to get passed up for promotions simply because they have kids. They understand that if somebody finds out a woman has kids, she's not going to get job offers that she might have got before she had kids. They understand that. They pretend they don't. When women bring up the wage gap, they say that doesn't exist. When women bring up the motherhood penalty, they say, oh, please, come on, that's not real. But they do know, because when we ask them to participate in their homes, to take paternity leave, to take sick time to care for their kids, they go, no, 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 I couldn't. It will impact my career. It always impacts your career. So they know it impacts their career. They're just not willing to take the career hit to be parents. But when women bring this up, they say, you know what you were getting into. You chose to be a mother. You chose this path. You can't have everything all at once. You are either a mother or you're in your career, but both can't be excelling at the same time. So you pick. But men do pick. Men pick their careers oftentimes. Not all men, of course, not all men, but these kinds of guys, they pick their careers and they know it. They know it. And they're not willing to bear the burden that women do.
For you to get a man that does not depend on your income or don't need your income, they have to always pick their career over that. I know it sounds crazy to women, but if I don't want a man to have to depend on me to survive, then I'm going to focus on my career and pick my career first. Like you see the psychology behind. I don't know why that's so confusing.
Her whole thought process was kind of all.
No, she's actually right though. What she's saying is that not everything she said is 100% right.
Yeah,
but what
she
she's
said
saying
so much. I'm about to say, because
yeah. She said some things, but what she's saying is that men know that if you take days off from work,
that part was right, but that's just obvious. You take off, you lose money. Duh.
But if somebody more hyper competitive ain't taking no days off.
Exactly. So she understands that. Yeah.
But they know women have to take off to have kids. They know they can't. So men are not willing to do that. And she's right. So you are going to take financial hits, career hits, etc. The difference is this: a man is going when he making that sacrifice to be that driven on work. He's gonna be paying for things. Go ahead, honey. You ain't got to worry about the take. When a woman makes that sacrifice, she says, "I don't even want a family." See, at least those men going to create a family. Those women say, "Nah, I'm not paying that cost."
Overall argument that man did something wrong, did something. We trying to ignore that was a problem because the thing is, y'all beg for this. Like you said, y'all beg for this working stuff. Y'all like when she said you knew what you was getting into it when you had kids. She missed the part. You also knew what was getting into when you guys started working. Y'all fought for this, cried for this, protested for this. Now you got it, and it's just a whole bunch of problems with working. They support the patriarchy by constantly saying, "I want a provider, I want a leader." They screaming that. So you don't like the patriarchy, but you also want a man to lead you and provide for you. So you begging for the stuff you claim that's so bad, a man leading. I want to lead. That's the main thing. I want a man that's a leader. That's a leader. That's a leader. Oh, you like the patriarchy then? Don't you? You want a man that's a leader? And that pay gap thing they always bring up, it been debunked by economists all over the country, male and female.
Yes, no, but
and they always bring it up.
It is debunked, but how she describes it, it actually makes sense though. See, if you know we got to take off work to have children and all these things, and y'all not gonna do that, and we know we gonna take a hit, that's actually part not of a wage gap, but what's going to prevent them from being as competitive and earning as much as men who don't take those days off. Now, if you're taking a woman that never take those days off, never raise no kids, and put next to a guy, they'll make the same money. Fair. But she's saying, we know y'all not about to take that risk that we have to take. So she's right about that part.
But nobody told him to work. So boo motherfucking who? You wanted to be a man. You want to enter this contest. You wanted to come out here and compete with us for jobs, poke y'all chests out. You get all the bad stuff and good stuff that come with it. You know, genetically, biologically, we different. We don't have cycles. We don't bear children. But you want to come get in the factory with me? You want to come get on this Amazon line? You know how biology works. And the outcome's going to be the outcomes. Boo hoo, play the doggone violin.
But see, that's the thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. The guy can take those roles on. Mine is birthing the kid. You ain't go right back. Hey, work as many hours, kid. You don't have to, but they're not. The risk that you have to take a man that makes less money than you while you're out earning them, they're not willing to do. Like every time, no matter how nice the guy is, no matter how good the guy is, they're not willing to take the risk. They're just not. The way she described it in the video, she's actually very clear. She makes really, really good points, but she doesn't highlight that to be those type of women, to be powerful women, you have to have these traits that are unattractive, not intimidating, unattractive. And the men that are doing those things, these women find them highly attractive. There are no guys waiting outside of a company that's run by women that have powerful women up there like, ooh, hope I can get me one. But wherever there's powerful men, there are women dwelling around to acquire one. So, right, they actually reward the so-called patriarchy. But when there's problems, you men need to figure out y'all problems. But when they have problems, y'all need to help us. Y'all need to make this right. Our problems, solve by ourselves. Their problems, fix their problems. It's an interesting dynamic. No matter how nice a guy is, no matter how good of a guy is, if he doesn't have enough money for her, it is a deal breaker. And you cannot get a difference of life if you don't do what the powerful men do. That's the only thing I'm talking about. Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay for your husband. Give him that credit card. Let him buy things. You got the money, you getting it. You cannot think, oh, I'm not taking care of no grown man because he's just an adult like you. We ain't doing this matriarchy. We just all adults, right? I'm in this role. I'm with the kids. You make all this money. Let me have it. there's a battle. So when I say the house husbands, try it out so y'all can get this different experience so men can learn to embrace different roles so y'all have a better time in society and break down these barriers. It's a battle of, oh, you just don't want to work. You just ain't ambitious. And they don't really realize y'all continue to push the patriarchy. Go ahead. Like for example, listen to this video here, right? And I think I have it here. Hold on. Yeah, there it goes.
I've been with a man now for 5 years. Let's call him Alex. Me and Alex get on so well. We are literally best friends. I genuinely feel like he's the best man for me.
I just want you to listen to just that part. Let's call him Alex. Me and Alex have been together. I feel like he's the best man ever. He's the best man for me. We are best friends. Everything women say, right? I want somebody that's my best friend. And she said he's the best man for me. Listen to this. I really want women to understand what's going on.
I've been with a man now for 5 years. Let's call him Alex. Me and Alex get on so well. We are literally best friends. I genuinely feel like he's the best man for me. However, I make six figures and he's barely making it by. He has a business that is his passion. He spent so many years cultivating his skills and he's known in the area for being the best at what he does. However, it's not bringing in near enough money for the business to sustain itself and his life. If his business makes it, then he could be quite well off. Okay. Over the years, we've had ups and downs where he would take up additional employment, call center jobs here and there to support himself and the business. He then would quit whenever the business was doing well, as the business makes more an hour than the job. We've decided this year that he'll stay in employment and do the business on the side. However, due to the fact that he was never focusing on his career, he does not have good work experience. Just call center and operation roles, so the job opportunities are limited and the salary is still quite small. He says he wants to get married this year, but I just don't see how he's going to pay for a wedding or pay for life afterwards. I'm in my dream job and only getting better and only going to keep making money. I have plans to buy a house. I'm investing and saving. I don't know how to do all of this and enjoy my money whilst my partner is struggling to make ends meet. He's in his early 30s. Sometimes I think to myself that I know where I'll be at his age and I would never let myself earn so low, but I guess I would never understand as I haven't chased the passion before. My question is, do I stay with him or do I leave him? I've been with the man.
You heard what she said, right?
Yeah, she should leave him and do him a favor. She should leave him and spare him being with this unsufferable fucking woman that she would be, because she's plumb ignorant. And yeah.
Well, I don't have a problem with her confused by it, right? I don't have a problem with her confused by it, because I get it. This is not normal. Guys are supposed to be the providers, all these type of things, right? What men provided can be different than what traditionally is provided, because we traditionally don't need those same things anymore. But that room for adjustment is just not there for men. Listen to what she said. I think he's my best friend. We get along. Everything is great. Yada, yada, all these great things, right? The only issue she has is that he chases his passion, which is what would be common of a woman who has a man that pays all the bills, that is the higher earning man. Man, get you a passion, do something about it. She's making the money and she's only going to make more money. Listen to what she said. I'm making money. I'm only going to make more. I'm thriving. And he's chasing passion. He'll make some money here and there. But how is he going to pay for a wedding? Why don't you pay for it?
Aaron, first of all, let me say, women don't love like we love. All this stuff you talk about week after week, and we hear there today, proves the fact that men love better than women, and we love women easier than women love us. The simple fact, like you say, if a man don't have the money, it's going to be a problem. If she don't have the money, in most cases, the man's going to support and provide for her. A man lose his job, he on a short fuse. If we get enough money, we don't want them to work at all. Men get money in order to provide and take care of a woman. Women get money in order to live on her own and be without a man.
So, in a general sense, I agree with that. But I do believe there have been tons of women that spend money on men willing to. The problem is they're not willing to continuously do it. Right?
Yeah,
If a man's a provider, he stay being a provider. He don't be like, I ain't providing no more. That's not what I do. When they provide once and have a negative experience, then what happens is they go, I don't want to do it anymore because I don't like the experience. So there are women. I think there's some dope women in the chat, be like, I'll pay for my husband to go to school. I'll pay for the bills if he, but
you know that's
to the same degree.
We got to do that shit for girlfriend. We got to do that shit for girlfriend on a certain level.
Yeah, I think
women will do it for their husband. He had to earn that. You know how much he did for her before he earned that shit? Probably paid off her damn college stuff or something. You know,
Krista Rebel says a high earning woman is intimidating to men who aren't high earning. No, they're not.
No.
We just went through it, Chris. They're not. When we talking about high earning, powerful businesswomen, they're not intimidating. You're talking about a woman making 90,000, looking down on a man making 60,000 and think he's intimidated.
No.
I'm sorry, but I think there are women that are willing to do it. I just think they're not willing to continuously do it.
I'll be intimidated by a really, really attractive woman before I be intimidated by a really, really rich one. I'm not intimidated by either, but I'll be intimidated by a really attractive, hot, just physical dime before I be attracted by a woman because of her money. What women fail to understand, and they had a flaw with this, that male and females got different attraction triggers. They want us to care about the same things they care about the way they care about it. Money turns y'all on. Success and status and all that stuff. It's a plus with a woman, but it's not one of our leading attraction triggers. But they constantly stay frustrated because they try to throw what they like in men and we should like it in women. And then when we don't, it's some kind of confusion because they always constantly got this penis envy contest where it's a tit for tat. And
Hold on, Rip. So Ray Alexander, shout out to you. He says, yes, some men are intimidated by high earning, powerful women because those men are not living up to their personal standard of masculine excellence. I disagree. This theory of masculine excellence is a myth and a lie. What about society do you have to be this super masculine? What do you have to do? We have machines that pump our gas for us. Like, we're not going out fighting. Like, we're not doing this stuff that we ever have to actually do. Society is built up to a point where people are interchangeably able to do things. So yes, there could be some intimidations, but I think that's small.
You got to fight a grizzly, Aaron. For masculine excellence, we all got to get in the cage with a full-grown grizzly and take them down with our teeth.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. High earning, powerful women have traits that are unattractive. It's not intimidating. It's unattractive. And the reason why it's unattractive is because the men, let's say the men do like that woman. What that woman would have to do to manage that man, she doesn't want to do. What the man has to do to manage that woman, he does. And that's the biggest difference. Once women make the switch to change over to managing, because there's management in relationships, that man, they'll have a different experience. I just don't think they're willing to do what is necessary to be a powerful businesswoman dealing with a man that's not a powerful businessman.
They don't like to go down. It's either equal or better in most cases. Not all, but far too many. Equal or better. Straight up. They don't like to move, especially if somebody else they dated was a high, powerful man. Then she's an alpha widow. And she definitely want to move back to your little normal, regular, smegular butt. Equal or better is how most women operate in the sexual market. And I don't begrudge them for it, but I wish they'll just be honest about it. Hard to be honest these days.
Krista Rebel says, all I know is my mom made more money than all her husbands. And she told me, son, you don't want your woman to earn more than you because she gonna act like me. That's wild.
And that's sad.
No, it's the truth.
It is, but it's sad. Like, why couldn't she just do better? Like, why she couldn't just do Pops right? Like, love this dude. You know? Like, money shouldn't dictate how you act with me, for real.
I'm gonna play the video one more time so people can understand.
And now for 5 years. Let's call him Alex. Me and Alex get on so well. We are literally best friends. I genuinely feel like he's the best man for me.
I have to say, these are some really lovely ladies here. Shout out to them.
I make six figures and he's barely making it by. He has a business that is his passion. He spent so many years cultivating his skills and he's known in the area for being the best at what he does. However, it's not bringing in near enough money for the business to sustain itself and his life. If his business makes it, then he could be quite well off. Okay. Over the years, we've had ups and downs where he would take up additional employment, call center jobs here and there to support himself and the business. He then would quit whenever the business was doing well, as the business makes more an hour than the job. We've decided this year that he'll stay in employment and do the business on the side. However, due to the fact that he was never focusing on his career, he does not have good work experience. Just call center and operation roles, so the job opportunities are limited and the salary is still quite small. He says he wants to get married this year, but I just don't see how he's going to pay for a wedding or pay for life afterwards. I'm in my dream job and only getting better and only going to keep making money. I have plans to buy a house. I'm investing and saving. I don't know how to do all of this and enjoy my money whilst my partner is struggling to make ends meet. He's in his early 30s. Sometimes I think to myself that I know where I'll be at his age and I would never let myself earn so low, but I guess I would never understand as I haven't chased the passion before. My question is, do I stay with him or do I leave him? I've been.
Hey, Aaron, can you leave that up for a second? I saw this comment because I got my glasses on, and this is a prime example how women view men and how they wouldn't support us in any situation, yet they want us to protect and provide. It says, leave him, because as soon as his business takes off, he will leave you first. Don't have this anchor of a man in your life while you're flourishing. The fact that he wants to get married this year is super concerning, as he does not have the funds to even pay for the wedding. It makes me sus for his true intentions. And let me be clear. First of all, her funky ass, sorry, I've been working on my curse. You know, I've been doing a lot better. And I took your advice, by the way, to do those short videos more. So my short's been cracking. But I want to say her dad should pay for that wedding, first of all. If you got it like that and you come from such good stock and all that, and you want to talk all this traditional man, provide, her father is supposed to pay for the wedding. So not having enough money to pay for the wedding is ignorant to even bring up, because you trying to throw all this provide, gotta have it traditional, get the bread up stuff on me. So let's stick in these traditions and get your pops to pay for this wedding. I get that right. Your pops pay for the wedding.
I think that men are just happier being bored, or what is perceived as bored. If it's 6 guys, we chill in the room, it's lit in there. We having the best conversations ever. Women, they get bored so easily. Listening to this conversation, and by the one, two of those 3 girls, I like the other one with the natural hair. But
yeah, the one in the middle.
Yeah, her right there. No, her right there, right?
Yeah,
so
I can tell that's real hair too.
I know that. I don't mind. You got wigs. I don't care. I just like the one with the natural dad. She just stood out more to me. But the point is, we are so like the guy. She said once his business was starting to get good and making money again, he would quit the other jobs because he happy. He don't need a lot of money. He good. And see, the destruction of his happiness is that
happy.
Look, you could be happy, but you got to pay for happiness. See, she making more than enough money. She doing just fine, and she only gonna make more money. She looking to buy her a house because she said, "I'm looking to buy a house, stack this bread," and he's, just doing his passion. He ain't making a lot of money. It's sad, right? It's sad. She could be the person to not care about that, but it's just this the world we live in.
She willing to work this man to the bone and have him work himself into high blood pressure and all kinds of shit, all kinds of stuff, just to be somebody that she can brag about to her friends.
She said, listen to what she said in the beginning. He's my best friend.
She don't care about that dude. Like I said, he happy. He get enough money to Dubai. He happy with what his dude. what he do and love it. It's a passion. He able to make money off his passion, which is most people's dream. But some kind of way, it's an ick to a lot of women just to see us smile. And I actually saw a video about that where a woman was asked what's her icks, which I hate that term, by the way. And it's like when a man is happy, when he's smiling. I'm like, oh my God. we can't be happy.
That actually makes sense. That is sad. Oh, well, it is what it is. Red Pill, thank you for coming through.
Man.
We have reached the conclusion of the Aaron O Show. I told y'all this was going to be a quick one. You guys make sure you go back and watch it if you're just joining. But I'm telling you now, it's not intimidating. It is unattractive traits and levels of narcissism. And society doesn't reward you because of this. That's just the truth, okay? Not a long show today. I told y'all guys we're getting in and out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Diddy came through and says, Aaron, I gotta sleep at your house tonight. Mine's got rated. I heard about that. I heard about that. I'm not covering that because I really didn't read much about it. I just heard it got rated. That's it. And honestly, it's not very interesting to me. Hold on. JJ said, dang, bro, 1 more hour. JJ, you want me to restructure the whole show to push 1 more hour just for you? Dang, JJ. Lauren, I'm not actually tired. I'm not tired at all. It's just the show came through. I hit the points, broke them down. I'll be good. I don't be, I don't have to, bad. But for JJ, because that's my brother, I will stay just for him. I can't believe you, JJ. Only for you, okay? We're gonna re-navigate just for you, okay? I'm gonna listen. And by the way, I'm living proof. House husbands, that's me. That's what I support, okay? That's what we pushing here, okay? Now, just for the proof, if y'all don't believe me, what is my favorite song? Who knows my favorite song? Play the music.
Shawty, I don't mind.
What?
If he buys you a drink, can you ask for some wings? Shawty, I don't mind.
Okay.
If you sell pics of your feet, get that OnlyFans money. Let's share that money. Our money. Yeah, I know how guys think. Let me fix that lighting. Let's get that money. Our money. You should work overtime, long as you share with me. Girl, I don't mind.
Oh man, I'm gonna make it happen. All right, we're gonna put this together. Yeah, I don't know, JJ. I don't know. I don't necessarily have anything else lined up for this show, and I don't want y'all to be stressing on this. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna end the show here. I think this is a good spot. Okay, I appreciate y'all for coming through, but I am hungry too. I ain't even ate nothing yet. Okay, JJ, I'll get working on the next show just for you. Okay, I'll get working on the next show. There's no way you expect me to recraft a second segment while live for a whole hour. JJ, you can't expect that. You serious? I mean, it is JJ. He probably think I can do that. JJ probably think I can do that. What is we doing? What is we doing? We got JJ got the bribe money. That's crazy. I've never been bribed before. Should I allow myself to be bribed? I've never been bribed before. Oh, fine. No, fine, JJ. Just for you, I will do it. Make a one-time exception for JJ because I guess y'all found some bribe money. And I do got some videos I find heavily entertaining, right? Shout out to Nahar 144K for the bribe money. I kind of feel awkward being bribed. I don't like being bribed. Make me feel a little awkward, but I will take the bribe, okay? even though it feels weird. Okay, let me put up here Nahar for the sponsor of the show. Man, shout out to you. Shout out to you. I don't know if you really JJ from another if you really JJ from another group, but you could be. All right. I saw this video and I just have to comment on it. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it.
Are you here for the shoes?
I'm here for the shoes, yes, sir.
You want to check them out?
Yeah. They're fucking bad. Thank you.
They're bad like you, huh?
Come on now. Where are you from?
I'm from Hawthorne. Where are you from?
I'm from San Jose.
Okay, that's what's
Come on
up.
now.
What was your name again?
My name is Francia. Nice to meet you.
Francia, like
Francia,
the country?
like the country, exactly.
Yeah, like Paris?
Paris, exactly.
Damn, like that?
Like
Can
that.
you speak French to me?
I can speak Spanish to you. What's up?
Yeah, how do you say you're really beautiful in French?
Hey, you gotta hit me up too, so I can
So
let
you
you
can
know
teach
about
me?
that. Exactly.
I'm down for some lessons, you know?
I got you. Don't worry.
You're gonna take me to Europe?
I'll take you all around the world. Don't even trip.
Okay.
Let me get your
What's
Instagram.
up?
Let me yourself. All right, I have to see you.
All right, then. I appreciate the
All right,
business.
yes, always don't even trip. Cool
no
Kicks LA.
problem. Cold Kicks LA.
All right, hit up Cool Kicks LA for your finance shoes. Don't even trip.
All right, then.
Now, I'm curious. Do y'all like those interactions? I will admit, I like her chill vibe. I just don't like the lingo. It's so unattractive. I'm sorry. God dang, JJ, where you get all these members from? God dang. Wow, we got everybody that wasn't a member is now officially a member. Shout out to JJ. I'm not going to read all those members. That's crazy. But I'm just being honest. I like her chill vibe, but it's not a skit. It's not a skit at all. I'm telling you, it's not a skit. There are people that actually sell shoes. And, you know, you can just tell, like, that's how she talks. Look, it's all right. I'm going to tell you, look, this is what she said I couldn't take. Let me show y'all.
Appreciate it.
Of
Yeah.
course. Have a good night, all
Yeah,
right?
you too.
Right.
Are you here for the shoes?
I'm here for the shoes, yes, sir.
You want to check them out?
Yeah. They're fucking bad. Thank you.
They're bad like you, huh?
Come on now.
Right there. Come on now. That drives me crazy. JJ, how I'm going to read every one of them one by one? JJ is he really on one today. Let's see who got a membership. I got to go all the way back. We got Kyla. Kyla was gifted a membership. Wally Mack, Black Built Like the Conquering King, Ma Reed, Saint Ray BL, Adrian DeVos, April, T-Dub, Rocky, even Sway was producing, TB, Zoe, Be Original, DJ, Witty, Jim, Mark, Chapman, Walk the Talk. Yeah, and CDM Johnson got a membership. CJJ, I read all of them just for you. Don't do that no more. I'm not reading no after you. I'm not reading that many. Absolutely not. Yeah, we have to get eBelly a membership. It's just that I just don't like when they talk like that, man. I'm sorry. A lot of you guys be attracted to that talk. I'm not. I am not in the least bit attracted to that. Oh, by the way, I got lots of videos for the house husbands. All right, lots of videos. Y'all think I'm joking? I got more. This is what you got to do if you're a house husband. And he's showing her how to drive. That is dedication. Salute to you, brother. Taking your job serious, getting her out of bed, brushing her teeth, doing her hair. I thought y'all want this, ladies. Y'all making all that money for a reason. How many of y'all got showed how to drive like that? I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh, I did see this video. I don't want to play that song, though. I did see this video, y'all. That was crazy. What y'all think about this guy right here? Since JJ started all this now, what y'all think about this guy right here? First of all I want y'all to do is just judge the shirt. Just judge the shirt. That's it. Judge the shirt. Just judge the shirt. What y'all think of the shirt? I know what y'all think about the shirt. It's nice, right? It's nice, it's clean, very silkish, right? No, that's not Mike Tyson. Come on, man. That is not be. Y'all better stop with these shots. That is not. That's not. See, that's y'all problem. You're always judging the book by its cover. Listen to what the man says. Don't judge him.
I waited till I was 48 years old to get married. Here's the thing. Some people thought I was going to be a forever bachelor. I was never going to settle down. What a lot of those people don't get is they don't understand the difference between settling and settling down. And I do. And I was never willing to settle. I wanted one of those, if it doesn't feel like 90s R&B marriages, I don't want it. I wanted a marriage that when people look at us, they can say, I can tell that God put them together. And ultimately, that's what I ended up with. I stopped chasing Mrs. Right, focused on becoming Mr. Right, and let the magic happen. The other thing that really helped is for the first time in my life, I got into a relationship with someone that I was actually friends with. When I was 14, I read a refrigerator magnet that said, the best and lasting relationships are built on the strength of true friendship. When you're 14, that doesn't make sense because your best friend's name is Brian. Now that I'm 48, I understand. And the foundation that we had built prior to choosing to be in a relationship and ultimately get married has been the bedrock for why our relationship is so strong, helping us go to where we're trying to go, not only as a married couple, but as partners in life.
I want y'all to know he got killed in those comments. Those comments was killing him. Those comments was killing him, y'all. I was reading those comments like, dang, don't want to be like that. Nope, I wouldn't have put that video up. I would not have put that video up, y'all. All right, and who is this guy, right? I saw the comments for this guy, and I don't know who he is, but they were supporting him in these comments. Somebody said, who's his wife? He didn't put her in the video. He's smart. No, Orchid, that's not a guy. Not yet. That's a, well, actually, I don't know. I can't even say that. Not the person with pink hair. No, not the person with pink hair. No, the person that's going to speak. I actually can't decide if that's, I don't know. I'm not going to make no judgments, but the person, listen to what the person in the video say.
Do you believe in having a side girl and a main girl?
No.
No, just main girl?
No.
No?
I don't believe in having a main girl or a side girl.
Really? Oh, so you don't believe in relationship?
Yeah, that's how you survive through relationships. But if they talk to somebody, like after a while, they want to control them. You feel me? Like if you say somebody your girl, shit, all they gonna do is try to run your life. So if we dating and we doing stuff, But ain't nobody my girl. If I wake up and want to do something, I'm doing it.
So you don't like to be controlled at all?
I can't be.
He can't be controlled. Do you?
I don't know what he just said. It don't even make sense. He said, I don't believe in a side girl or main girl. I don't like, so you don't believe in, no, I believe in relationships. And they were supporting him in the comment section. I don't know who this man is, but they were so supportive. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this guy that they talking about? Who is he? But the comment section was on fire. Like, I love this guy. And I'm like, but he don't speak English very well. And he don't make no sense. And he don't have a coherent thought. So I figured he was probably a drug user. I figured he was probably a drug user at best. There's one more thing we got. All right, guys. This is what I need, okay? Somebody said, no, I was listening. It wasn't making the best sense. I'm sorry. Y'all heard something different. If y'all understood what he was talking about, y'all got it. Because I did not get it for 1 second. It made no sense to me at all. I don't get it. And if y'all speak that language, y'all different. If y'all speak the language he speak, y'all different. But I don't know what that man said. And somebody said he's from Watts. I don't know. I don't go to Watts. My business. It just forget all that. Let's get into some understanding right now. Okay, fellas. I want y'all to show y'all considerate side right now. Okay. He was mumbling, Lauren. That's why. That's no, Frozen. Don't do that. Don't do that. We talk different over here. We don't do that. Don't do that. Absolutely not. I want y'all to really be thoughtful here, okay? Don't y'all do this wrong. Just listen. And I want y'all to open your hearts.
In the beginning, I was hurt. Tyrese called my phone as soon as I got home. He was like, bro, you ain't tell me you was performing. First of all, my heart is racing. I'm already mad embarrassed. I'm like, you crazy, Ty. Why would you say something like that? Performing. That's crazy. And I had to deal with like a lover on the radio in the morning, Wendy Williams, Angie Martinez, who she talked to Jay. And he was just like, yeah, I didn't like it. And he was so angry. And I was just trying my best to do everything I could. After a while, I was like, forgive yourself, bro. Move forward.
That ain't make you like depressed or nothing?
Bro, I was hurt. I was depressed. I was like, yo, what's going on? And then you got everybody telling you like you're doing bad. People pointing at you like, what did you do?
How was you able to get through that?
I be thinking about like real life stuff that people go through, bro. And I be like, so blessed. Met a girl. She had a fight in Brooklyn, a train station. She's trying to get Shorty off her. This girl coming up to her. She leaving the train station now. She going through the turnstile. Shorty coming up to her being the aggressor. I don't know where she got what from, a knife or something. And she pushed Shorty or whatever she did to protect herself, killed the girl. When I went to go visit Rikers Island, she was holding my hand like, get me out of here. I don't belong here. I was protecting myself. It's people going through worse shit than me, bro. And that's what helped me be like, yo, I'm good. In the beginning,
y'all remember that story? I'm not gonna lie. I remember that. I remember when she went on stage and I was like, what is she doing? And they was dragging her. They was dragging her. And I mean, they was dragging her through the mud, this, that, and that. And I remember those moments. I remember those moments. And to be honest with you, I actually feel bad now. Because in those moments, yes, they're entertainers. They're here to entertain us. They never let it go, Red Pill. They never let it go. They dragged her to the mud. But she human. She human. I'm not gonna lie, she human. And it did hurt her career too, because we was relentless at that moment. But sometimes we think in that moment, because it's funny and entertaining to us and it's cool to like, to just bombard somebody and just pile on. Yo, it really messed her up. And you know why? You know why this is so messed up? Let me tell you why. She didn't do nothing to nobody. People just didn't like her, but she never did nothing to nobody. I was like, dang, that's kind of true. Like, you can't really pinpoint something she did to people. She didn't really do nothing. So I was like, dang, you know what? When you really sit back and look at it, yo, she went through some tough times. Yeah, I just felt bad, man. I'm not gonna lie, I just felt bad in that moment. Like, dang, man. I remember those moments. I remember those situations. I remember it. It was pretty messed up. But I'm glad she got through it. Because the whole world was watching. That was Jay-Z and Alicia Keys performing. I love Alicia Keys. Shout out to Alicia Keys. That was a great performance, and she was in the moment. She's from New York, she was feeling and actually, this is a good point, right? It goes to show you how sometimes people think they above you, right? You know how they say, I want somebody that would treat the janitor as well as they treat anybody else. In that moment, people was like, who are you? You're not Jay-Z. You're not Alicia Keys. You don't deserve to be on stage with them. And we didn't realize it, but we kind of place people as less than other people. Because even though she wasn't part of the song, that's not why we said it. When we said, what you doing on stage and we were saying that because we felt like she was beneath those two. A lot of people felt that way. She didn't deserve to be up there with them. She ain't on a level. And I think that a lot of times we are our own worst enemies in life. So I really feel bad about that. Like being in those moments. I mean, honestly, if I was there, I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have been like, but in those moments, just responding, because we break stuff down. I remember that. And then, yeah, Charlamagne made her cry on the Breakfast Club. That was foul. He was foul. Charlamagne get away with a lot of BS, by the way. Charlamagne been getting away. Is that Red Pill comment? Somebody said Red Pill comment. What do you say? Y'all want me to read it? All right. It is his comment. It says, I feel sorry for this kid. He's 4 years younger, probably only want to be with her many was. She's definitely ran through. Oh, that's crazy. That is Red Pill comment. So, but Charlamagne definitely Charlamagne be bullying a little bit. No lie. Charlamagne be bullying a little bit. That's a fact. I'm gonna be honest with you. He been getting away with a lot of BS. He been doing some, he been saying, he be talking some mess, but you know what? He's made a career of it. I'm not going to necessarily knock him because that's how he generates money, etc. But he did make her cry. That was some foul stuff. And honestly, the reason why it's foul is because he intentionally does it. You know how like in conversation, you talking to somebody, you hit a trigger and they start crying. All right, cool. He be trying to make these people cry. He be trying to break them. He do some foul stuff. But at the end of the day, that's what they like him for. That's what he does there, all right? But that video, watching her cry from that moment back then, shows the pain that she was still carrying and stuff. As you get older, and as I get older, the only thing I want people to do is win in life. The only thing I want people to do is find a way to make their life better, get comfortable being in their own skin. I know the journey of waking up, looking in the mirror, saying, who are you? Like, do I even like you? Nobody else likes you. You know, that outside validation that we all need until we build up our own self-confidence. I know what it is. I've looked in the mirror and saw myself, but saw blank, like did not really understand who I was. I'm like, who is this? I didn't like who I was for a very long time. So to be able to get from a point where you don't, and part of it's my upbringing, part of it's growing up poor, seeing other people get things that you didn't have, not even understanding the worthiness of life, but maybe you're not worthy of anything, right? And battling through it. This is what you guys are like, battling through it, because a lot of people give up. And if y'all have spent a lot of time with me, y'all know how my mind constantly is always thinking, constantly always challenging. I'm challenging myself like, am I right? Am I wrong? I challenge my biases, the way I think. That's just how my mind works. So imagine in those moments to have those thoughts about yourself. Luckily, I was much younger. Luckily, I kept pushing through. I kept sustaining, right? And eventually there was a breakthrough. Orchid says overthinking. So I am an overthinker. That is my greatest skill, and that's also my greatest weakness. That's the thing that makes me me, and the thing that makes people dislike me. Because I think too much. I do some stuff and I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. And the reason why I do some stuff, right, is because when you overthink, there becomes a point where you just stand there. You just don't move because you just think, and you never take action. In order to shift my life from just a thinker, I had to shift to a level of decisive action. So I had to start doing things without fully thinking it through. JJ, I've had many deep thoughts, but I never pushed that far. I always said, nah, you tripping, right? And I always forced myself to not believe myself, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just felt that way. I felt little. I felt less than. I felt undeserving, many things. You know, a lot of people like, you're really smart. I'm not good with taking compliments because a lot of that experience. A shout out to my brother Antonio. Welcome to the show. My brother Antonio's here. What up, Brody? I'm just ranting. So if you need to say anything, you cut me off anytime you need, bro. So I've had those thoughts, but because I navigated through them, right? I got to see the other side. I said, man, there were so many times you was just about to quit. There were so many times where you was just about to say, I don't want to be here, and be like, but you always said, nah, you tripping. Nah, you tripping. And to push through, right? To not give up. And to watch other people go through those emotions, those feelings, the dislike for themselves, they just don't know the power of shifting that, right? And so now, as I get older, I just want people to be great. I just want people to do well. I just want people, the reason, like, I'm let my gray hairs grow in because I know youngsters always want to bother people. The more gray hairs you got, the youngsters leave you alone. It's just the truth. Like, oh, gee, you tripping. Yeah, right on. Let me just go about my way. I don't need to be the tough guy. I don't need to be, you know, when you don't need to be the tough guy. You want to grow old. You want to impact people. You want to challenge people. You want to make people think. And all I want to do is everybody do well. I think everybody can do well in life. I don't think everybody is going to. I'm not delusional, but I think they can. And I think every now and then I can help some people get into that pathway. Because if I could push through it, y'all definitely could push through it. And when you get to that other side, when you push through and you go, dang, I'm pretty cool. I'm not that bad. You know what? I might be a little smart. You know what? And you start to build your level of confidence. The more you believe in yourself, the less the world, this very difficult world, can actually prevent you from navigating. Now I just like the world slow down for me. You know, I'm not, you know, that young. It like in part, like all of those things, it just got better and better over time. So that's the type of stuff I like to see. So when people actually conflict resolution happens and you see people was arguing and then they let it go, I'm like, yes, that's what we need to do. Like all of those good things, all the hating that be going on, people counting people's pockets, people hating on people's channels, people going like all that type of stuff. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. I don't have a desire for it because I believe when somebody else win, that don't mean I lose. There's this false competition thing. See, we can compete at tennis. Oh, I got you, Antonio. What you? All right, you might win in tennis. I ain't losing life because you beat me at tennis. Life ain't tennis. You see what I'm saying? Like there's just so many more things. The only things I'm willing to go to battle for is this water game.
That's real. I'll bust you in tennis now. Don't think you.
Come on,
think you'll win.
Don't do it. Don't
I'll bust you in tennis.
There you go. That's your problem now. See, there you go. Let me get back to these videos. I'm gonna start ranting, but I really just want everybody to win, man. Especially everybody that's subscribed to my channel that rock out with me. I want y'all to know when y'all see me on other people's panels, just rocking out with. I love watching people do their thing. I get a joy from it. I don't be thinking like, man, how come they doing their thing and people not noticing me? If y'all notice, I like to blend in. I'll be blending in, like, go do your thing, go shine, because it don't take nothing away from me. So when I go on other people's panels, I don't want to dominate their panels. I don't want to be the person that everybody. I'm just like to participate and let you win. Do your thing. That's just how I am. And I'm happy I got to that point in life because it took a long time to really navigate those waters. So I'm excited. But let me get back to these videos before I keep going on. People boot me off my own panel. Did you know, Antonio, they booted me off my own show one time? Did you know that? It was a long time.
Yeah. You know, people like to boot people, you know, just cause it probably wasn't even no real reason, just cause. Most definitely.
What is Alex said? Aaron missed Fight Club 2 so he can manipulate. Manipulate who? I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know how you manipulate Fight Club when people came in with their own agendas.
That's just how the game goes, my friend. That's just how the game goes. I don't need to change the name. I don't look. There ain't nothing wrong with getting back at somebody in an intellectual way, a debative way, an argument way. This is the internet. So no, GBG.
The internet is the internet.
The chat room is the chat room. Now, mind you, it's shout out to everybody that rocked out with Fight Club, man. No matter what people say, it was one of the dopest experiences ever. I don't care what nobody say, man. And I'm grateful that we got to have that time. I really am. I'm grateful we got to have that time, man.
Most definitely.
And I met some really dope people through it. So I'm going to embrace it. And people going to take what they take from an experience. It might not be what I take. So this whole thing about best friends, men, how love and all these things, listen to videos like this, though. Tell me what you think about it. And so listen to this video.
How old are you?
26.
22. How long you been together?
2 years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want. So no.
Okay. Now what about you if he gave you one?
What you think? You think because he ain't taking that guilt? You think she'd take the guilt-free pass? He said he only.
She better not. She better not.
She better not.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the purple on her. I like her little style. I like little like weird chicks like that. I like I like stuff like that, right? He actually pretty cool guy to me. He's a little bit younger than her. I don't know. She's 26. He's 22. She said.
Yeah, 4 years.
I don't know. Let's see how this turns out.
How old are you?
26.
22.
How long you been together?
2 years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want. So no.
Okay. Now what about you if he gave you one?
If he gave me a guilt treat pass, I would take it.
That's crazy.
Listen to what he said. See, I know. Hey, T, come on, T, pay attention, all right? Look, he said, I'm not taking it. And then she said, I'm taking it. And the first thing he says is, that's crazy. Because he wasn't expecting her to say that. He said, that's crazy. But here's the thing you got to respect. She kept it real. That's the one. See, no matter who I am, listen, a woman keep it real, let her keep it real. She ain't had to lie. She said it, right? It gets better.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
You heard her? Sorry. She apologized. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie to you. That's an admirable trait. Even though she know he ain't going to like it, she kept it a being. I'm not saying you got to like her all the way through, but she kept it real with him. I can't knock that. I can't knock nobody that keep it real, even though she know it's not going to make him feel good, right? But listen to what she says.
Crazy.
Who would you take it with?
Lindy Waters III.
Don't even know who that is. That's our problem. Yep.
Who else?
Barry Sanders.
So,
she went throwback.
So, Barry Sanders is some guy that played for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know who they are. I don't know who that guy is on the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? No, red pill. She kept it real. Now, this is why this video stood out to me, right? Oh my gosh, it gets better. Listen to this.
I'm in love with him.
Now, what do you think those men have over your men?
Right there. You hear that question? What do you think those men have over your man? You see that right there? That's the question right there. What do you think her answer is going to be?
I don't know. Athletic, popular, money. I don't know.
Let's hear what it said.
They're professional athletes.
That's crazy. Hey,
black or white?
What do they have over your men? They're professional athletes. So she acknowledges that those men are over her man. You see, she's telling you the truth. If I could get them, I would rather have them, which is fine, right? It's fine, especially if you get to hide it behind a celebrity, right? She kept it a bean.
One is Native American and one's black.
But do you think that any of those guys would go for you?
Now, he asks her, do you think any of those guys would go for you? What do you think she said?
She probably gonna say something like a one night stand.
Oh my, I'm not going. He is asking for some phenomenal questions, by the way. Because when she answered the question, she gave one athlete. He said, who else? That was messed up. He could have left it at that one athlete. But if he kept going, who else? Who else? Check this out, man. This is crazy.
Junior would.
That's crazy. Hey, at the end of the day, it's whatever. Whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care.
At the end of the day, it's whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care. He got to just deal with it. That's what it is, player. And he like, I love her so much, Pearly May. I love you forever, Hannah. Oh my gosh. And
He might have lost his virginity though.
This is why guys get this money and really turn up. Cause you see that, like you see that you what? Over me, I'm me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just little stuff like that.
Nah, we ain't rocking like that. We ain't rocking like that, man. Oh. I'm glad. Yeah, you right. She told the truth, but now we know this ain't forever.
I wouldn't say that's not forever. I think they should be able to have honest conversations like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this question. We're gonna go to this video in just a second. Shout out to Black Built Like a Conqueror says, no, sir, we will acknowledge JJ's contribution. I read the names. Okay. He made me read all 20 of those names. At least that popped up on my screen. The other ones probably went away. But shout out to JJ. JJ gifted 1, 2. I can only count to 5 on my hand. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 20 members of the G. Shout out to JJ. 20 members. Okay, I can't read past it. I read more than 4 names, JJ, you little liar. I read at least 12. Grizz says, if a woman would use a guilt-free pass on a third string NBA dude, a ninja on a 2-way, 10-day EuroLeague MF, the bar gets much lower. So I agree with that. Grizz, I agree with that 100% because I don't know who he is. And I don't follow sports as closely as I used to, but I don't know him. And if she knows him, there's another random guy walking down the street that to her is physically more attractive than him. Because she's just looking at him like he's hot. You see what I'm saying? Like, she not thinking he gonna cash out or buy her gifts or nothing like that. That's who she was smashed for one night. You see what I'm saying? So there are other guys that she gonna be walking by that is probably way more attractive to her than him.
That sounds like she gonna slip up down the line.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, she gonna be in somebody else's bed down the line.
I don't think she gonna slip up. I just think that she kept it real, and a lot of guys are not prepared for the truth.
Nah, her mentality need to be is once I'm with someone, I'm thinking about forever with this one person. That should have been her mentality.
So would you recommend that he leave her?
Yeah, that would be my recommendations. I mean, he can stay there if he just want to keep having sex with her, but I wouldn't tell her to pursue anything serious.
Nah, I think she cool. She kept it real. I don't know if you punish somebody for being honest. I don't think you want to. I don't think you punish somebody for being honest about that.
Okay.
Yeah. She just answers the question, and women find other men attractive. So I mean, I think
it's quite fine to find find other the opposite sex attractive. That's automatic. That's what in our DNA. But if you're not thinking marriage long term, or you're not thinking of, okay, my significant other is my last partner, then I mean, you could be into the poly life, so you might be right. You could be in another lifestyle that pushes that. So you know what, you might be right.
Okay. We about to get a little wild, like a little different here. I want your thoughts on this video here. I'm
bisexual, and the amount of times people are like, oh, but you're going to end up with a guy because the guy will take care of you. In what world? I was just seeing a guy who said that he would never eat my vajayjay and that the next time we go out to dinner, I have to pay. Meanwhile, my ex-girlfriend flew me across the country, took me shopping, and ate my ass. So I'm bisexual.
What are your raw, unfiltered thoughts about that?
Why did she leave her ex-girlfriend? If she getting everything she wants from her ex-girlfriend, why did she leave? That's pretty much it. You worried about what another dude did, but what you just did with your ex-girlfriend, why is she your ex-girlfriend? Why is she your ex-girlfriend? She doing everything that you would like. And you bisexual. So they made it legal for women to marry women. So why you not with her? That's my raw thoughts. That is my raw thoughts.
You know what it makes me think? That woman is a trick.
Okay.
But women don't get called out for being tricks. If a woman cash out on another woman, There's no name for that. See, if a guy would have flew her out, cashed out all these things, he'd be a simp. There's no, women are not labeled simps.
Okay.
So there's no negative to them doing that.
But
It's
at the
like,
same time, that's her ex. She said my ex-girlfriend. So they might be trying to rekindle something.
yes, women will cash out crazy. This is why this is crazy. They will cash out crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man. What did JJ says? Y'all gotta stop eating balloon knots. They should have been made illegal last year. What is balloon knots? What is that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, that might be Mississippi lingo.
It might be, but it also might be for what she said in the video, and I don't partake in none of those what she got going on. So
Oh, he's about to rear in. Okay, yeah. She said, yeah, she got a rear in. You know.
I don't know what it is, JJ. I'm sorry. I don't
Maybe
know.
maybe that's what you're talking about.
You know, like I don't know what it is. I don't participate, so I can't speak to it, my friend. Absolutely not. I can't speak to it.
But that was another woman though. So how you mad about what another woman did to another woman? I don't know.
Nah, I'm not. Absolutely not.
Oh, it's equal across the board. I don't know.
They can do whatever they want. I don't get down with some of the stuff that these people be doing. I don't do that stuff. Now, I have this another video, right? This video is crazy to me. But tell me, bro, man, when I show you this video, because I don't travel a lot. I got a lot of travelers in this video. Lauren is hilarious. She said dingleberries. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is, look, yo, check this video out, bro. Check this video out.
Dang.
She really have no shame in trying to get bull. She really, like, that's what they do out in these countries. She trying to.
You get that money, old school.
Right in his face. Right in his face. No shame. Nobody try to stop it. That's like normal culture out there. Now, I was told when you
where is that?
I don't know. I was told when you travel to Europe, right? They are some places they are expert pocket pickers, and they are experts at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't experience when I went there. I didn't have no problem with no pocket. Not me. I didn't really have no problem with no pocket pickers, but they are excellent at it. One of my customers, she told me that she got pickpocketed with her pocket right over her heart in front of her. So, like, she was a wealthy older lady, so she was just traveling, but the point of it is that is wild to try to rob a man in his face on
broad
camera
daylight.
with no shame.
He's still gonna try to talk to her, probably. I can see him still try to talk to her and take her to the room. Was
No, absolutely not. He was not feeling that. You could tell he was like he keeping.
At the end. At the end of it, looked like he's about to start smiling again and having fun.
No. Nah, bro. Absolutely not. That's foul. Like, honestly, that might be normal out there, but that's crazy. Yeah, he's still dancing because he probably in shock. Like, did she really just try to do this? Man. But you
I
know
ain't gonna
what?
be
You
in
might be
shock.
right. You might be right, Tom. Like, no, you know what? And this crazy to me, but it makes sense to you. I ain't gonna look, hey, JJ, she does have strong features, JJ. She absolutely has strong features. She has strong features. I ain't gonna front. She do. Now this next video, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. I want your honest opinion about this, right?
Woo! Let's go, baby. As you can see, it's first time, guys. Jump in, man.
My first time on a paddle.
Go on.
Ready?
Go. Woo! Cheating asshole, leave it behind. Bye.
Where you going?
Go call your side chick. We're done.
So essentially, the guy cheated on her. So she said, we're gonna go to the water, we're gonna play like everything good. He slide up in the water and she dip off on him. My question to you is, real or not, because I don't actually know, would you consider this action attempted murder?
Yes. See, women so used to getting away with different things and consequences don't really come down hard on them. So they ready to go all in sometimes. And in that moment, she ready to go all in. Even though she pre-thought it out, she ready to go all in. She ready to go all in and leave him out there. And what do you think gonna happen? What went in her mind to say he's just gonna suffer, but he'll survive?
That's so interesting. I have no idea how to classify this.
Because she can easily get back to the shore and be like, hey, my husband fell off the ride. I can't find him. Yada,
No,
yada, yada.
he jumped in the water. He jumped in the water and I left.
No, what I'm saying is she can easily play it off, you know. I mean, how you want to do it, it don't matter. It don't even matter about the storyline. But the main thing to me is, what does she think's gonna happen to him?
I don't know if that even I get your question, but so you think she could be charged with something for this? Because first of all, she's done for recording it, right? But do you think she could be charged for something like this?
Yes. Because it's all about what was your intentions?
What if she never answers that though? What if you ask what's your intention? She goes, I don't have no.
But that's up to a jury. That's up to the jury.
I saw this and I was like, that is a way that people think. I'm gonna take you somewhere, leave you there. Da, da, da. The fact that she will play in your face like you cool. That's the one thing I just don't like about people. Like, I mean, like, is it ever that serious? Is it ever that serious that somebody did something to you that you willing to cause that level of pain to them?
Some women just be losing it, man. They'll lose it.
I don't know, man. I don't.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, though.
I think that's foul. I've never been that upset at somebody that I'd be willing to do something like this.
I wonder how far they out.
Oh, they far out. Oh, they are absolutely far out. They're far out, man. They are
Cause
definitely.
my first, without the question that you uh asked, my first thoughts is, can I survive that? Can I make it back to shore? But I can't really see exactly how far they're out. So, because you got the, you know, swim, float, trying to stay on top of the water, conserving your energy. That's what my mind first went at. Can I survive?
I just think I know people actually think like this. I know people actually operate like this. They are willing to get rid of you, bro. They are willing to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad. But nothing should shock you. You heard about that one teacher? They got fired.
No, last teacher I remember getting fired, she had her and the girl got into it about the cell phone.
There's a Detroit teacher that got fired for being a rapper. Heard about that?
Oh yeah. Okay, and now I know. Okay.
Is she fired though?
Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. Motown baby going crazy like the
Yeah, Detroit.
Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. I put it on the floor and I dare a bitch to take it. Niggas running around the city. Owe me money, shit is silly. Buy my money just like 50 hoes. Mad I got the power and the juice. Nah, been talking shit. I'm from the 48219. This nigga texting me, but I ain't never got the time. He asked me how I'm doing, bitch. I'm always on the grind. I'm just getting started. If a nigga think I'm lying, the money's where my mind at. Got that raw honey. You can find me with a high vet. Real, recognize real. Who the fuck is y'all? Get that nigga play and I watch him drop the ball. Niggas wanna blame me, how the fuck you fall? If my back against the wall, run it up till I can't no more. I ain't no hoe, I'm out the door. Switching seats in the foe, but my eyes low. Get everything I touch though. Hey, I get everything I touch though. Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. Motown baby going crazy like the 80s. Motown baby going crazy like the 80s.
Oh, so
I think I seen you in the video. I think I seen you in the video. Yeah.
No, that was not moi. Absolutely nah. That was not I. My question is being a rapper a fireable offense if you're a teacher?
Depends on what you're rapping about.
The content matters?
Yes.
So you don't
absolutely.
You don't think it's protected?
Okay. Whatever she's rapping about, she's representing the school that hired her. So if parents is seeing this video or whatever content that she's putting out, and let's just say she's like a first, second grade teacher, and I'm taking my kids to school, and I'm like, the content that you're putting out in the entertainment, now you talking about coming to school, you might have a direct influence on my kids natively. And the whole world can see it. Like who want to see Sexy Red teaching first grader?
I'm kind of torn. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm trying to be as objective as I possibly can.
Yeah, content matters.
I say fire her because she trash at rapping, right? That's a fair enough reason to fire somebody because she is trash at rapping. But should she still be able to be a rapper?
Anybody could be a rebel. Don't mean you be good or bad. In my neighborhood, we probably got 30 rebels right now in my neighborhood. Anybody could be a rebel.
She a trash. She trash. That music video was trash. That I'm just be honest with you. Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not.
but she trying. She trying.
Nah, that was trash, bro.
Listen, hey, it's somebody might like it. You gotta remember, even though it was kind of a controversial on do you really like it or not, but remember back in the day, 50 Tyson?
Yes.
Okay, so he was a rapper. No matter whatever you talk about and how you feel about his rapping, he's a rapper.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Yeah, but he didn't go nowhere. Did he go anywhere?
Nah, he had like 2 real music videos, but he ain't gonna well.
You ain't listen to it. You can you quote something? No, I'm serious. Like I don't listen to that man. If you can quote something, you got me.
I ain't even to try. That's a good one.
Exactly.
Anybody know about 50 Tyson? Woo.
I was right. Fair enough. I just in my mind, I'm like, she should be able to be a teacher, even if she sucks at rapping. But people are saying she has a moral clause in her contract or things like that. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I I just don't know if she should be fired from her job because she's a trash rapper.
So what? She should be told to let the rap go?
So my question is this: should rappers be banned? So can a rapper come to their school? You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, Cardi B can come to these kids' school, right? When we agree, she got to talk to the president, all this type of stuff, right? Shouldn't she be banned? If a teacher can't be a rapper, there's no way you should allow a rapper on campus, right? Like the two things can't make sense.
So I'm going back to content, but at the same time, I agree. I agree that rappers shouldn't be at school. The influence is too heavy.
I don't know if you should be able to fire somebody for rapping though. I get the moral clause and this, that, but I see rappers going to schools. I see rappers talking to press. Like, there's no way you can fire them for rapping. It's protected by free speech. I'm not advocating for her because she trash. Had she been better, I'd probably argue more for her. But she worked her butt off to become a teacher. They don't just let you be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't just let you. Oh, you want to be a teacher? They don't just let you be teachers. Like, there's a
Yeah, I
level.
think you at least need 2 years of
There's a level of some
college.
accomplishment you have to do in order to become a teacher. At least I think, or at least there used to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I have 2 years of college to be any type of actual teacher.
Yeah, so
Besides
I just think it's a little foul to get rid of her for that. I genuinely do. I think it's a little foul. I'm not gonna lie.
but at the same time, depending on all her rap lyrics and content that she put out, I might be one of the parents that say, "Hey, I don't want my child here. Either she go or I'm just gonna take my child."
But would you ban other entertainers from coming to your school to speak? Then they should never be allowed.
If I was a child,
be a rapper, they should never be allowed on campus to speak. Wouldn't you agree?
right? I agree. And that's what I said. Like if I was in charge of a school, then no, the rapper would not be there. No, actually, depending on the rapper's content, because that's what I'm sticking to. Depending on the rapper's content, the rapper can't be there.
That's fair. Well, what can they rap about? Would they be a rapper if they was rapping about what? Well, what is acceptable rapping?
Interesting.
Exactly.
I don't know, rapping by ABC. A B C D E F G A I J.
I hear the logic. I just cannot accept it.
I think we've reached the conclusion of the Aaron O Show. Okay, I gave you your hour, JG. Leave me alone. I'm hungry. I want to eat. I want to go. Don't you dare do nothing else. Don't do nothing. I'm gonna go work on the next show. Okay, I'll be very studious. Okay, but I got to go. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. All right. What time is it? Yes, food. Food I must have. Okay, food I must have. Okay. But JJ, yes, Josh, next show, please come through, my brother. I would appreciate you having you on. I'm sorry you got here late. It is what it is. I've seen you other places, so I would love to hear your thoughts on the next show. But this show got to go. All right. We appreciate you. Please leave a comment. I don't even care. Hit the dislike button for this show if y'all want. But it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next stream. And listen, get some water in your life. Get some water in your life, okay? I don't know what's going on with Diddy, but I'm sure that everybody else gonna cover that, not me. All right. Somebody else is live. I don't know who's live right now because I'm about to go get some food. Okay, I'm about to go get some food. Moolah says, as an artist and educator, I don't think she's saying anything that egregious. Yeah, she just saying what those kids gonna listen to when they not actually in her class. So the parents gonna let their kids listen to those rappers, but they can't listen to her while she teaching them something important and she rap. Okay. Thank you, Caliban. Make sure you keep pushing the water, gang. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the next show. Until then, we gone.